Hello, and welcome to Tackle the Beholder, our continual campaign set in the Forgotten Realms. I'm Liam Stanfield, and I will be the Dungeon Master.
I am Bailey, and I am Vide.
I'm Nikki, and I'm playing Saren.
I am True, and I'm playing Jonah.
I'm JD, and I'm Dane.
I'm Matthew Smith, and I'm playing Ronan.
Marlo King.
Nice.
Okay.
It gets faster every time.
Goodness. Thank you so much for joining us again. We hope that you enjoy this episode. We'll get started.
Woo.
Welcome back to Candlekeep. When we last left our intrepid group of adventurers, you had just finished the final leg of your journey, making your way to the Citadel of Knowledge. You traveled via the Bookworm to get there, and upon arrival, after 15 or 20 minutes of deciding what your names are, you met the Gate Wardens. You offered tribute to them, you kissed their asses so much, and so effectively, I might add, and were let into the Court of Air, the open area in which members of the inner city come and share their wares, and the bustling populace shuttles back and forth between the pillars of pedagogy.
Pedagogy.
Dang it! God!
Thanks, Professor
Pedagogy.
Bailey.
Thanks,
I
Professor
definitely
Bailey.
nodded too, and I was not going to correct you.
That's fine. That's fine.
Pedagogy.
No. I want to get it correctly, so thank you. I appreciate Professor Bailey and pedagogy.
Appreciate pedagogy.
You explored various areas, including the Temple of Gond, as well as Feldmar Bissett's Eurodite Outfitters and Clothiers, where you were outfitted with splendiferous outfits.
Mom.
Pretty much. You all made your way to the House of Rest, where you enjoyed one good night's stay. Traveled back and forth between the Hearth, where you met several different characters, including Little One, and discussed a little bit more about your backgrounds and the things that you wish to study. After meeting with the Avowed, the librarians, custodians, and scholars that make their life here in the Citadel, you gave to them some of the information of which you were seeking. You were told to return in a couple of hours, where they would get you started on that process, in which you headed back with your new clothes and new gifts and things to go visit the Firefly Cellar in the basement of the House of Rest. You knew that you would be staying there only but a night when, when after a dream you all simultaneously shared, Dane started whistling the eerie tune that connects you all at the moment. To which case, the rebinder and the custodian of the Firefly Cellar ran up, locked the door, declaring a momentary quarantine, and informed you all about the gravity of the situation. And that is where we pick back up. In the basement of the brightly, warmly lit Firefly Cellar, as the small floating orbs completely envelop the central column that illuminates the floors below, you all sit before Varnar Uvesic.
I don't understand. You're going to have to be more specific about what is going on with us.
When I first arrived at Candlekeep, there was talk of a musical madness that was spreading around. Now, the tune is more or less unknown by most of the denizens here, but not by those old enough to remember. Now, the madness was temporary for some and lasting for others, deathly for more than we found comfortable. We hope that this will be the temporary kind, But for now, we need to momentarily shut things down. We cannot allow this to spread the last way that it did. So I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
I guess we're already where we were planning to be for a while anyway, right? Might as well be productive, if possible.
Didn't we have a meeting in an hour?
We do. Guess we're gonna have to postpone.
Meeting?
With the Avowed.
Yes.
These archives, they don't happen to have, an actual cohesive library of information. Is it just for rebuilding books, or...
The Institute of the Rebinder in the Firefly Cellar has extensive knowledge of everything that comes in and out of Candlekeep, as well as its maintenance. We have some more forgotten tomes and such, but we're probably a little light on any specifics you might be looking for. However, the more pressing matter at hand is we do need to assess the situation. If this really is the maddening melody, then we need to find its source and to snuff it immediately. So you said this had something to do with Crinkle.
A few of us encountered Crinkle. I mean, they were just whistling a tune. And then it sounds like multiple of us heard that tune in an unsettling dream. And now you say we're mad for it.
That is how it seems to spread. And that does happen to be some of the symptoms. We'll see if it passes. Hopefully it does. But for now, keep an eye on each other. I'll show you to your quarters and I'll speak with Crinkle. As she turns around and but she makes a hasty walk down the spiralized flooring of the cellar.
You were singing it.
What?
You were singing it.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't.
You were.
Thank you.
Fine. I was singing it then. But I heard a rhythm from somewhere. Dane was he was tapping something.
I do not tap things.
You did just now.
No.
Yeah. And so it just got into my head. It's not. I think this is all an exaggeration of maybe what is going on.
Ronan. You ever seen anything like this before?
No. No?
Go ahead and
Who are you
roll.
talking to,
Roll in history check.
We all
History?
Roll a
music
personal
ghosts.
memory check.
That's what history checks tend to be.
Oh,
Is
sorry. I was joking. 'Cause I was just. Oh wait.
I remember this curse from a while back.
13 in my personal memory bank.
13 in your personal
I hope
memory
not.
bank.
May I also roll a history check?
You may.
I wouldn't know.
I would not know.
Ooh!
I got a 22.
Ow, ow.
Tell him what it was.
Natural 20.
There we go.
Natural
There it is.
20.
Woof. This
Wonderful.
early in the session.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
You,
Sucks.
starting with the natural 20. Actually, no. We'll start with you. What did you get again?
What?
What did you get? Oh, 13. Okay. As far as your particular brand of knowledge of possessions and such, you've never really heard of a contagious madness before. You've heard of lots of different, and you know all this too with your natural 20, even though you do know that there are some fungal infections that can kind of overheat the brain and kind of lead to a madness of sorts. But nothing that really strikes as far as being carried by a tune, and so it immediately leads you to believe that this is some sort of magical or supernatural curse of some kind. You have never heard of anything like this, but you are able to grasp kind of the general means of what's going on,
Okay.
which is not much more than Varner Uvesic informed you of.
Okay. Thank you. So, no, not exactly. Although I could have sworn I've heard this song before. He hums quietly to himself.
As you all continue wandering down the steps.
Do I know anything else?
No, unfortunately. It is not ringing any bells. This is unheard of. You do another connection you make, but it's not really doesn't really help as far as information is the scale in which some of
Scary stuff, dude! On that chord, every part. Though.
that scared me.
There's a train.
Train hole.
Train hole.
Train hole.
Train hole.
Train hole.
something that kind of connects is from your time on Schult is you know that some years ago there was the death curse that passed around, and it wasn't infectious by any case, but it was magically implemented and as such had a physical source. Something of this caliber, I guess, with a natural 20, you probably can assume that there's something more than just the tune, if that makes any sense. There's more to this mystery, it seems.
It's another puzzle.
Another piece to the puzzle.
Is she going to hurt Crinkle? Crinkle's in trouble, right?
I mean, I didn't mean to make it seem like it was her fault. We're quarantining here, right? If this thing is contagious, we probably heard it from Crinkle, right?
Did you all speak with Crinkle yourselves as well?
Yeah, were you in... We were together when we saw Crinkle, right?
I left early.
I saw
feeling
Crinkle.
good.
Were we together?
I think all of us.
Yes.
But I saw Crinkle before you guys came back.
So it could have been all of us
If
then.
it's spread by the tune being hummed, then maybe we just have to gag ourselves or something like that.
Seems a bit extreme.
Well, if there are lives at stake,
What's next? We remove all our tongues?
no, because gags work fine by themselves.
Fair.
You hear echoing from behind you in the first binding room that you passed by. You hear an echoing hum.
Hello.
It's like 20 feet behind you, but you
Who
can
is that?
press onward or you can go behind.
Excuse me, we're trying not to openly hum the tune. Kind of defeats the purpose of being down here.
You look up and see, as you head back up real quick, just to kind of poke your head into the room, you see hunched over a moldering book, slowly copying the words to a newer, closely identical source. I'm sorry, I do not know what you're talking about.
Sorry, you were humming the song.
I was just humming.
I know, you're humming. Have you not been debriefed by the woman that's down here with us?
She's
Look.
talking to Crinkle.
I'm a little busy right now.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna die
Well, okay.
Small chance.
because of the song.
There's some kind of song spell on us. Just try not to hum or whistle or anything. We're all humming a tune. It's this one, and I point to Dane.
That was a
Do
deal.
you want Do you want him to die?
What? I don't think he's trying. I think we're all just trying to avoid so just avoid making sound. I guess unless you're just speaking.
We've been debating all of us wearing gags.
You're the only one making sound right now. You really need to focus.
All right.
You
Don't
can see
hum.
the person in question is the shoulder-length, blonde-haired, introduced to you, Ebder Smallstone.
Figures.
What's his name?
Ebder Smallstone. As he looks up at you from across his desk, you can see the like slow burn that he's like giving to you between his slightly disheveled bangs hanging down and between the curtain of his hair and above the dark heavy bags under his eyes. So he looks up at you.
What are you so busy with?
I work here.
You realize we're all quarantined right now.
Yes,
Nothing you do will leave.
I know. It all stays here.
But I mean, we might not get out if, you know, you're having this.
Hold on, 2 years.
Okay. I'll stop. Sorry.
Good. Do you know something we don't?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Name
I
off
really
is
just have
suspicious.
some work to do.
Sounds like he knows a little less than we know. Is my
Is
guess.
this the guy out of character with the kid?
I think so, yeah.
This is. You, just as a reminder, because it's been more days than we normally have between sessions, as you descended the Firefly Cellar, you saw an initial room with tons of books halfway through repair and replacement. And heading up towards it was Ebder and his small 8-year-old daughter, Gale B.
Gailby?
Gale B.
Gale B. That's not how I read it.
Gale B. Smallstone.
Gailby.
And then there was a tabaxi that we haven't seen but is coming back and forth and working kind of from the Firefly for now. And then there's the old scary elf lady.
Tabaxi's
Yeah. She seems pretty kind. She's not quite scary. She just seems intense.
Intense, that's a better word. I put scary, but yeah, intense.
The terrifying
Sarah
elven
thinks she's
lady.
scary.
No, totally.
To each his own, I shit myself. But yeah.
It's okay, I wrote for
Damn.
the innkeeper, creepy.
I mean,
So I'm taking Sarah notes.
Wonderful.
And I did draw a little the eyeball on my face, but like creepy.
what do you
Perfect.
mean?
Sorry. Okay, cool. That's everyone that's down here, though. It's the elf lady, kind of, the tabaxi, maybe, we haven't met, and then Edgar, child, and then Crinkle.
Ebder.
Ebder
Kienes.
Sorry.
Kienes.
is her name.
Who's up there?
No, Ebder Smallstone, not Edgar.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
I concede. Thank you.
Well, we'll just be getting out of your hair then. And,
Good. I'm sorry. I may be a little on edge.
No, we
We
understand.
it's been a long couple of
Just
days.
get back to your work and
Yes.
we'll
Maybe try to strike up a conversation when I'm paying a little more attention to you and not to this, as he kind of like touches it and one of the pages like kind of starts turning to dust. He's like,
We'll get out of your hair.
Why don't you, if you need someone to talk to, you can come talk to us. We'll leave you alone.
okay.
Alright.
You
Start going back down.
yeah, you start going back down. You see Varnar has kind of waited for you as you've turned around. As you continue down the circular first flight, the layout of the Firefly Cellar is kind of an architectural wonder, if not a little bit strange. It really is a big cylindrical pit, almost, and with the first landing in the first room, it kind of just spirals around like 2 or 3 times, kind of leading to not really floors, but there are additional hallways leading off. So that's the first one, there's the room. The second one, there's a hallway leading off. And then when you get to the third one, the bottom one, then there is another hallway leading. But for each of the, 10 or so feet as you pass, the wide kind of stairway, I guess you will, the ramp kind of leading downward, is bisected by bookshelves. And there are bookshelves pressed against the wall and also acting kind of as a handrail of sorts, a guardrail of sorts, kind of keeping you from falling into the empty cylindrical pit, which kind of creates this open air feel.
That's thoughtful.
As you pass by, it's just numerous ledgers of different, lots of them are very similar, but there seems to be 2 or 3 different specific designs that have been set up for Oh, that ledger is for this, and that is in that category of ledger. So there seems to be 3 or 4 major sortings of sorts. As you're led all the way down to the bottom, you're able to see that there are a handful of tables down here with additional books strewn across them, ledgers that are open, things midway through repair, and you can look up through the many, many small dots that populate the air, the small firefly lights that illuminate the cellar. And you can see kind of hanging from the ceiling is a large concrete book. It's like a centerpiece, a chandelier almost. And it's kind of pocketed in places where you could see the design looks like it would have been like where like the brass corner pieces where they would have been hammered in, or where like a nail head would be. There are just small glowing orbs stuck in them to kind of give off the effect that that they're the nail heads of the book. But every so often a small mote of light flows out of it.
I want to try and grab one.
Easy
If-
enough.
if they're
no,
close enough.
it's easy enough, especially as you step into the middle of the room. If you just kind of grab at them, it immediately kind of snuffs out in your hand.
Like I get excited as if I've caught like a cool bug and then open and
Get him next time.
She continues down the hallway, Varna, and shows you, if I can find the map. There it is.
Humming check. Is anybody humming?
All of you.
No,
Guilty.
I didn't think that anybody was humming.
You get down to, you continue down the hallway. It's about like 40 feet long before you come to a door. You open the door and it is another hallway. Seems a little, not needed. But on each side there are just doors. You can tell that these are the rooms in question. We do not have many, but if you could all pile in 2 or 3 of them, then
As long as we have rooms for everyone else, we can pile in as many people into any room that you need.
of course. The small stones have a room, as does Crinkle, myself, and our Tabaxi friend. That leaves 2 open rooms, right? That leaves 3 open rooms for the rest of us. For the rest of you, sorry.
Well, that
2
works.
room.
Yeah, I think we can split up fine.
Original pairings.
Yeah, study groups. We'll do that.
Very good.
Okay, you split off into your study groups, and each of the rooms are very modest, but very, very homely. There are these very nice, extremely cushioned beds. Kind of like your rich grandma's house.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
I love that.
Yeah. There's just
Sorry.
no.
Yes!
Matt is really out of it about his rich grandma's house. He's like, woo! No. But there's just many, many cushions and pillows, like an unnecessary amount of pillows on there. And a big cushy armchair.
That was so quiet. Oh, you'll hear it.
Yeah. A big cushy armchair by which between the armchair and the bed there is a metal apparatus of some kind. You're not quite sure what the purpose is, but it is there. I hope you find these suitable.
what's
Now,
that? Points to the
that-
metal apparatus.
good question. As she walks over. Don't see these very often, but we had them commissioned as the cellar gets a little colder during the winters, and just kind of in general. She kind of places her hand on the top of the flat surface. There's a warm glow, and a fire kind of erupts on the inside of it. And she opens a door to show you the fire on the inside, and then shuts it. It is a heating element of sorts to help moderate the temperatures to your liking. Now, if you need anything, let us know. We do have a kitchen. so we will be able to provide some food that we all kind of share together. It's not that late. If you wish to speak with me, then come find me. As of right now, I have... Yes.
Player Matt is a little confused. So where are we exactly? Is this like a bunker? Like a...
So,
like a
in
bunker.
Candlekeep, there is the House of Rest.
Yeah.
The basement of the House of Rest, there's a cylindrical cellar called
Right.
the Firefly Cellar.
The Firefly Cellar. Is this like meant to be like an escape area?
No,
This
it
is
is a basement archive that
Okay, then yeah. I
that
remember
also
that.
houses people that work here, because
Got it, so we're, like,
Varnar
living
Vesic,
down here.
yeah, you're living down here. They have rooms and stuff, because it used to be an older part of the hearth before they started using the Magnificent Mansion spell.
Sick.
Smart. Good
So
renovation.
there are old rooms there that are being occupied by the workers of the Rebinder, which is Varnar Uvesic. So people that work here catalog everything that comes into Candlekeep, and all the maintenance that it undergoes.
Sick. All right, perfect. Thank you. That was the clarity I needed.
Yes. Talk amongst yourselves.
How's the smooth come back though?
Saren immediately goes for the room and towards the fire apparatus in the center.
Please.
No?
Too late.
Well, all right.
I suppose it's
I-
time for us to do what it takes to save Candlekeep and
Yeah.
Can't leave.
Varnar kind of steps inside and closes the door. I will start by apologizing for the inconvenience of this situation.
Is that you, Ebdo?
Varnar.
Or not?
Yeah. The same person that has been with you for the past 15 minutes.
Yeah, Abner. Who are you? Abner. Little Abner. That's you.
Ebder is like,
Very
who said my name? I'm here
Oh,
now.
I wrote down Edgar. 1 second. I'll change
Oh
his
my
name.
gosh. Okay.
I got it
It's
from
okay.
him.
It's okay.
by
It's
the
okay.
way.
It's okay.
And he got called out
Varnar.
being wrong.
Uvesic, the elven elderly woman. Elderly. She. I would like to apologize for the inconvenience of the situation. It really. I don't know how to put this lightly, but we all lost a lot of friends during that time. And it would be catastrophic, especially in this moment, if it were to pick back up again.
How do we know if we are dying?
Well, tomorrow, the tune should be out of our heads.
And if it's not,
If it's not, we take further measures to quench whatever this is. Or whatever is causing this.
Scary.
So how do you mean? Is there anything we can do now?
Well, I don't recall how it ended the first time. That was out of my circle of information. So, but we have the records here somewhere, and something had to pass through here to get it started. So, an investigation will begin tomorrow, and
Certainly.
I will rely on you to help me with that investigation, as Galeby and Crinkle are not competent enough to help out in their states and ages, and Ebder is a bit of an ass.
Yeah.
He's mean.
Crinkle's quite smart.
She is. It is rather tough to communicate with her, and she is easily distracted.
Have you seen what she can do with a piece of paper?
Very impressive.
I have not. I'll be sure to ask her when I head over momentarily to begin to start to piece together what happened. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Are we allowed to leave here?
The cellar? No. Here?
If I was to go to the temple,
I'm sorry, but no.
I just lost my biggest resource. Thank you.
I truly apologize. As she steps back.
Worst case scenario, how long are we down here?
Best case scenario, until the morning light. Worst case, absolute worst case, they open the cellar up to remove what's left of us.
What do we have for rations?
We have plenty of food. We live down here. But on what we have between all of us, we might be able to survive a week, 2 weeks,
That's not very long.
just off of what is at our immediate disposal. We could probably get something else. Emergency resources and such.
Very reassuring.
Now, I must away.
Eat dill. Just kidding.
Where did that even come
It wouldn't be much of a meal anyway.
His name is Dill.
He's more of a toothpick.
Varner continues stepping back as she closes the door behind her, leaving you 6 in this room. It is about 4 in the afternoon, so you may do whatever you wish with the rest of the day.
We should talk game plan,
Yeah.
because everything just changed.
Yeah, this is not ideal, admittedly.
We need to figure out who's new. Correct?
There
What's
is a
that?
lot of research to be done, it would seem.
Maybe we can split into 2 teams, right? It seems what we need to find is any information regarding this madness and how it was solved 100 years ago, and the other team can figure out who it might have come from and where it might have started amongst the people.
The
Correction. I misspoke when I said 100 years ago.
Oh.
Just DM to player.
Okay.
Retroactively, Varnar said a few hundred years ago.
Ah, I see.
Didn't the scary elf lady say the tabaxi was newest?
I believe she did. I think maybe a couple of us should try talking to Crinkle.
Yeah. I feel like I have a pretty good relationship with Kringle after
Crinkle.
Crinkle. Chris Kringle?
I think me and Kringle have a great relationship.
I legit.
Steady.
I thought you said Pringle, and I was like, they're all gonna die.
Oval shaped generic.
Anyway, I'm leaving
chip.
Candlekeep. I gotta meet up with my buddy Chris.
Christopher.
Anyways,
I do like Crinkle.
I do not have the patience to deal with Crinkle.
Sure, you can start with then. Don't tell me. Katoda. Katoda.
Don't tell me. Keep saying it, waiting for him to say it.
Cthulhu.
How do you say it?
Cthulhu.
Oh, it's double O's. I see.
I certainly wouldn't mind
Right and fast.
being on the Crinkle team.
I'll stay with you.
Looks like we're separating.
Would you 3,
I will.
Dane, Kane, and Ronan, would you guys mind carrying out some research?
Absolutely.
That is my specialty.
I assumed.
Love table
I
parties.
was gonna say, separate by table. It's
Well,
so
I feel
perfect.
like it did make sense.
It makes a
No,
lot of
totally.
Yeah.
Did it on
100%.
purpose.
Yeah.
That's just
The table
how
seating
the
has,
cookie crumbles.
Yeah, we know you like your
That's
organization.
just how
The
the
cookie
muffin
Kringles.
crumbles.
I made those muffins.
This is how the I
Now that you-
Dane talks like Sean Connery.
Now that you've split into teams, what is your guys' plan for the rest of the day?
I think that we should
I want.
start with investigating.
That's what I was gonna say.
I think we're going to try and find Crinkle.
Each
And hope
person in
Crinkle's okay.
this cell,
Yeah.
see what they have to say, and then we look for secret doors. Out of character, this is what I feel like we should do.
I agree.
Always looking for secret doors.
I
says
think that
Dave.
we should talk to Cthulhu first. And after that,
agree.
we can start searching the archives down here.
Very well.
Come on, lads.
And we'll start with Crinkle and see what we can find out from them.
And we'll win.
I don't think this
Is this a
race.
contest?
No,
Yes.
I think this is survival.
This is a contest between Sarah and I now.
Oh,
Great.
well, I mean, if
We will win.
whatever works.
We
Or-
will.
We'll win.
Okay. That's a little.
Saren takes off her crinkle.
All right.
Okay.
We're going to win.
So you run off, you exit the room, and have no idea where she would be.
She's just gonna start kind of wandering, maybe
Making-
humming a little bit.
Okay. Make an investigation.
Maybe.
I'm gonna turn
Maybe
to
a little
Vida and
bit.
go upstairs.
Probably.
Upstairs.
Okay.
Not terrible.
Do any of you play
She's
any
excited.
instruments?
It's investigation or survival, you said.
Investigation.
Investigation is.
I mean, you can use survival if you want to try and track Crinkle.
No.
maybe by
Tracks.
feathers.
You.
Because she's been picking. And
Yeah, you can if
You
you,
know what I mean?
want.
I
Then
want
you
to
can use
try
survival.
and
Okay.
look at survival. For a 15.
Okay, a 15. As you. Okay. With a 15,
Oh, great.
you don't get far.
Shut up down there!
Roll a d20.
Oh. Just Matt?
17.
As you three are in your group are kind of wandering. Jeez. Ronan, in your as you three are heading upstairs in your group to begin your
Search for Krakatoa.
yeah, your
Huh?
sure.
Cthulhu.
Yeah, for Cthulhu to begin your search, as you kind of hit the more discordant notes in the melody, or you certainly try to. Immediately to your right, one of the lights.
I start electric blasting my hands
You-
up. They're all energy.
Okay, yeah, we'll say you notice it too.
Oh, he. No,
yeah,
I don't
he
notice.
Well, I bump. I go.
He gives the.
That's the thing
What's wrong?
The light just went out.
This is one of the older buildings in Candlekeep.
Yeah.
It's
As I
probably
step
not.
in to check out the light.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the floating magical lights.
Oh, well, that's a little more
Yeah.
timeless.
That's a little.
Maybe we should be concerned.
Hey, I snuffed one out too. It doesn't take much.
Why would the magic light go out now?
What do I think about this?
Hey, DM!
Sorry.
Question for you. What are my thoughts right now?
Damn this
Let me
game.
know.
Quick question for you, DM.
What would my character do here?
Saren.
No, wait. I mean, like magic-wise, like my understanding of magic. What could have
Strange things are afoot, is what you understand.
strange things are afoot here, boys?
Saren,
Yes.
with a 15, as you are heading up the stairs, as you rush up the stairs, and you decide to take it a little bit more slow, you find your way back down the stairs. This is too
A
happy.
party.
Not a
Crinkle
party.
just like raging by the time you get to the room.
Rein it in a little bit.
Sorry.
We're all over the place. As you begin your survival investigation to try and track Crinkle using your particular set of skills, you head back the way that you came and find a couple of feathers outside of a room. One of them across from yours.
Crinkle.
As you walk up to it, you do hear voices on the inside.
Oh, then I don't do that.
Yeah.
I go
I was letting you know first. As you.
Thank you. It's like I go.
Yeah.
And then
You
I'm
hear.
gonna try and listen.
where
Out of
didn't-
curiosity, I put my ear to the
Bernard
door.
say that
Sure.
somebody else was staying there?
Make- Okay. As you. What would this be? A hearing check.
Perception.
A hear. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Based
Perception.
on hearing.
Hearing-based perception check. Thank you.
Oh.
I failed you.
I would say we took off up the stairs behind her. We probably would have turned around when she ran back
Right.
through it. Where I don't think
You're not-
they're in a hurry.
You're
though.
not quite there yet, especially if you're not in a hurry.
I got an
but
8.
yeah, as you kind of press your ear against the door, you can hear Varner's voice twice, overlapping itself. You can hear. Not quite sure how. Something. Do you know anything? Know anything? It's going to be hard to communicate with you. Here. We'll do this then. And you hear the sound of some rummaging and stuff.
Oh no.
And
Thought it was paper.
you don't... You can kind of hear the faint... kind of some scratching of quill on paper. And then a... Yes or no? Yes? And then just some more stuff.
Team Crinkle is boned.
I thinking that this is exactly what we wanted to hear because it's a paper transaction and she's getting the information she needs. I just turn around and I walk back to the team like they're all good.
What do you mean? Who's they?
Oh, Crinkle was talking with the scary elf lady, and doing the paper talking, like you said.
Ah.
It,
Let's hope.
Should we wait and see? She did tell us to
Yeah.
ask around.
Let's try to talk to. Maybe we talk to Varner then.
Yeah.
Figure out what's going on. We'll see how forthright she is. Oh.
there she is.
Yeah. Hey.
There
hello.
she is. Hello.
How'd it go? What's the news?
Inconclusive, but promising.
You said yes. She said yes. About what?
She did. Were you eavesdropping?
I didn't mean to. I was going to talk to Crinkle.
I know it sounds suspicious, but she's
It's fine.
absolutely telling the truth.
I can tell.
Dumb look in her eyes.
Yeah. I can tell. This is one dumb bitch. Just kidding. She doesn't say that. She doesn't say that.
Saren,
Roll for initiative.
No. Crinkle. She doesn't seem to know where she got the tune from. There was something about it's like I said, it's hard to communicate with her. She said something about hearing it in the walls, which I don't quite understand. There's not really anything in the walls. We're a cellar. And she has done nothing but continue work as a rebinder.
question: what are the walls made out of? Are they dirt or stone?
It is stone. It is not carved stone. It is rough stone.
Like natural cavern kind of
yeah.
look.
Yeah. Especially since pretty much every single wall is almost every single wall is covered by bookshelf. So, although it's like it's polished and it's cleaned up, it's not like tiles or like cobble or anything. It is the foundation of this basement is just carved stone.
Would you mind if we talked with her as well?
I suppose. I'm not quite sure what you'll get out of her, but
You've got
maybe
more on your plate than we do.
maybe go a little easy on her. She's. I say she. They, right? That's what I said last time.
Last
Yes,
session.
I did, yeah. They, sorry about that. They're a little flustered at the moment. Many questions. Perhaps I was a little too pressing, but you may speak with her. There's nothing against it.
Okay.
I need to go check on some things. She walks upstairs.
There were two of her.
That was probably Crinkle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. I can't believe I'm about to say it, but we probably need to check for secret doors.
I was going to say maybe Crinkle can show us the walls that she heard it from.
Yeah.
Damien
Dangerous,
and
isn't it?
Ronan would
It's like hyperventilating.
Saren,
Your
dwarven
dwarven ears are burning.
Saren, whatever you do not tell Dane until we found cover the bottom of this.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, and I start to like creak open the door, but I'm like, and remember, like, light and gentle, Yeah.
We're friends,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, gentle.
No.
Light. Gentle. Oh, good catch. Okay. All right.
As you press it open, sitting there, kind of at a small desk of sorts, is Crinkle. The room is surprisingly tidy. There's a small, kind of roundish. It's almost like a beanbag bed of sorts. It's kind of strange. It's like a weird cross between a bed, a beanbag chair, and like a nest. It's just kind of shaped in that way. Seems appropriate for a Kenku. There is a small bookshelf with several things on it, as well as a ledger, and sitting in the corner at the desk is Crinkle, just kind of absent-mindedly, just kind of tracing a little clawed finger on the desk, just...
Crinkle, friend.
Friend?
Do you like ghosts?
Ghosts?
Ghosts
Ghosts.
in the walls? Okay.
Walls?
Crinkle.
Crinkle.
You said, right, that you heard this tune we've been talking about in the walls, right?
This tune in the walls.
Can you show us where? Yes or no?
Where? No.
Can you tell us where?
Tell... No.
I guess.
No tell.
Right?
Do you not want us to know?
No.
No, like you don't want us to know, or no, you.
Don't know. She kind of splits her
Yeah,
sentence
yeah.
a little bit.
All right.
How do you know it was from the walls then?
Don't know.
Was it down here or up there? I point to outside of the cellar. Out.
Or...
She doesn't know.
Or not down or up.
Or not down or up.
See? Around.
Around.
Where do you remember where you were when you heard it? Yes or no?
Around the Firefly Cellar.
Okay. So, we can assume it's still this area, right?
But not down.
Well, but around.
Around.
Not down or up.
Right.
Around, right. Well, thanks, Crinkle. And, we hope to get you out of this mess soon. I hope you know it's not your fault.
Not your fault. I am sorry.
Aw.
Okay.
Not your fault.
I want to give Crinkle just a little pat on the head. Just
You
a
just kinda-
nice, friendly little.
She just continues kind of scratching away somberly at the desk.
I still think it's a ghost.
I'm not.
She's gonna walk out of the room
I.
very confidently.
I.
I think it's a ghost.
Turn around and like.
Thank you. And I'm gonna inch out.
I am sorry.
Oh, Crinkle.
Crinkle.
So,
Keep her. Them.
Yes. We cannot keep them, but
from what I gathered, they heard it in multiple places. So, secret doors aren't completely out of the question, but I'm a little less convinced.
I wonder. It came from just the atmosphere of the cellar, is what it sounds like, right? So I wonder if there's an object we can find that maybe like holds the curse, or if I don't know, or if the room is somehow surrounded in some material, or if a spell has been placed on the cellar itself that maybe we could lift, you know? I'm just trying to think of something tangible that we can draw it to.
Or ghosts.
Maybe.
Meanwhile, in the interior of the cellar, back in the stacks, as it is known as, what are you two
Back to
doing?
the stack.
You three.
We navigate with caution, I'm assuming, but we're still like.
As the humming continues, more lights just.
Oh, this is definitely not a coincidence.
Definitely not.
But
It's not like in your immediate vicinity, but Kane specifically, you can see, whereas lights naturally are kind of fading out and then another one kind of comes in, you can see them being snuffed out in random places at random intervals, but always on the mark of the hum.
Do you think it has to do with the hum?
I do.
Your attention is drawn to it specifically, not at first the disappearance of the lights, as there are many, but because of the emergence of more of them. You're seeing them kind of.
So the lights are staying the same, like there's still the same amount of lights.
Yeah,
Good.
there's always the same amount of fireflies in the cellar.
I was worried they would get dark.
Evil fireflies.
Well, it makes me think if it's connected to the fireflies, if there's something within that giant firefly book thing.
I agree.
Where are you heading?
Anywhere but this place.
Zoinks!
Oh, had to hold my tea in my mouth.
Well, while we go check, Dill, go ahead and investigate this cement book and see what you can find.
Can do. As he kind of flutters up.
Should we still try to
As he
find
passes by one of the lights, he.
how giddy he is.
On guard!
I like that.
Should we still try to find Cthulhu?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do while we wait for Dill's report.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu!
I rolled a 17. Where is she?
With the 17. Okay, that's fine. With the 17, you go searching, and in the first of the offshoot kind of hallways is immediately met by, there is, you can see the kitchen is up here. As you pass by the smell of someone just kind of cooking up a small meal.
This is just where Shaggy and Scoob would stop, but continue.
Goodness, you're right. In there is
Wow!
Not-
A triple stacker salami deluxe! Zoinks!
at the end of the hallway is another study room, and there is in there is a dark-haired tabaxi figure, kind of draped in
Watch the Skull Island.
tan and green sashes, almost very like flowy sashy kind of outfit, before it tightens up into some billowy pants. They do not. She does not notice you as you enter.
Cthulhu?
Yes, that's me.
Sorry to bother you. We three are looking to investigate the series of abnormalities that are going on. I'm sure you're aware.
We're investigators.
I'm unaware at what
Well, were you aware that,
abnormalities is something going on.
were you aware that this is a closed kind of situation that we're in right now?
We're in a lockdown.
A lockdown? You can't get out of the Firefly cellar?
The curse is back. Somebody was caught singing the tune again, ma'am. Or sir. Ma'am or sir?
Ma'am.
Ma'am. I'm sorry. It is ma'am!
I shouldn't say that.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Where, and you can see kind of the chest rising and falling a little bit more. We're stuck down here. Why?
There's a curse going around that makes you hum a certain tune.
Why is that bad? Why we gotta be stuck down
Because
here?
we might die.
Apparently, that's what we've been told.
That's not what you should say.
Oh, but don't worry. You don't know that it sounds like this. I don't hum it.
Has there been a certain tune?
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, we're chilling. We're chilling. I didn't pay for this one, I don't think. 22?
22. Yes.
You fail.
You fail.
Sound like
You
we're just
fail
gonna
by
hear this.
5. No. You. As you're like, it sounds like this, and as you kind of turn around, you're like, I'm choked. You resist the urge to continue.
Well, is there any kind of tune that has been stuck in your head recently?
No, I've
Any
just been.
mysterious dreams?
Not really.
That's very fortunate.
Lucky for you.
Quick question.
Yes,
You said when we woke up that we did not remember the dreams. Is that correct?
that is true.
So we don't
Oh, we still don't know
that we had the dreams.
that we had the dream.
You piece in a similar way to how when you wake up initially, you remember the dream for a second and then you go about your day. And
Can we
it's
get
only
rid of
until
place
something
it?
it's only until something kind of clicks that you're like, I had a dream about this.
Okay, so at this point, are we all making the connection between
Yep.
We're
the
aware of
song
the.
and
Okay,
dream?
cool. I just wanted to make
Yeah.
sure that.
No retcons here, bro.
No retcons needed at this table. These tables. Multiple.
It's all one gigantic table.
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
It'd be
Cthulhu.
So-
a strange shape for a tip. Sorry.
I was thinking. Cthulhu, we came to find you specifically because we believe you could guide us in the right direction. Do you know of a curse that happened a few hundred years ago that shut down this place?
A few hundred years ago?
Yes.
How old do you think I am?
I don't know how old the other lady was, but
Well,
she
I
was
think-
big
We were also
Never ask a lady her age.
we were also curious because allegedly you're the last person to have entered the dungeon. Or I mean, the cellar.
It's a
Clever.
yeah. You can start to see at all of this talk of staying in and dungeon and hundreds of years ago and deadly curses. You can see that the first starting to stand up on end a little bit, but just
Hey, don't worry about it.
If you see something, tell us.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do.
okay.
So do your research because as soon as we figure out how to get out of this situation, then we'll get out of this situation.
As soon as you figure out how to get out of this situation,
Right.
I'm out of here.
Aye, but we need your help because you're a researcher.
Right. Okay.
Well done, Dave.
I don't quite know
So
what.
get to work.
Goodness.
Okay. It's,
She's like
Cthulhu
making
starts
dinner right
rummaging
now.
around. No, she was studying. She was reading.
Oh,
a book.
okay.
But it does smell good in here. Well, out there it did. It was not good out there.
Smells like wet cat.
Okay. I'm going to get to work, I guess.
Thank you.
God, I'm
We,
sick of bleeding.
We appreciate it. Tell your friends.
Now that you have thoroughly confused Cthulhu,
We should find Jonah. I feel like I'm not doing very
Aye.
good without Jonah talking.
Oh,
We should look for.
the power couple's been divorced.
Well, I feel great, but I think that we should see what Dill found.
Okay. Yes, I agree.
Hopefully he's still alive. I'd hate to have to reincarnate him again.
you step back into the stacks, the winding hallway, and they're sitting on a bookshelf, just kind of prancing from book to book, just kind of skipping a little bit, and then standing at attention. Sir,
Dill.
it's made of concrete. There's some magic stones, big chains holding it up. Probably could have been secured better. It seems like a violation of some kind, but all copacetic over there.
Dill, did you see any kind of when the fireflies come out of the holes and whatnot? Did you go into the holes?
They're not holes, they're rocks
Oh, I see.
pressed into the concrete.
Magical rocks. Okay.
Yes. Magical rocks.
Makes sense.
It does make sense.
Maybe we'll have to ask.
Wonderful
Avide-
bit of artistry, really.
We'll have to ask Avide to look at it with his magic eyes and see if any of the rocks seem off.
was gonna say, who's Bailey?
I thought I didn't realize because you corrected yourself so like fluently that I did. I thought like I heard Bailey and then you said V-Day and I was like, did you just say V-Day twice? Did I just replace V-Day with Bailey in my brain?
Thanks for pointing it out.
No, I was just like, no, you covered it up.
Everyone
well.
rewind
Like,
30 seconds.
what did he say?
Drop it in the chat. We'll have to ask V-Day.
Sure can. Anything else I can do for you, sir?
I think it's time that we get to work with our research.
Get to work we shall.
But let's find the other first.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel hopeless by myself.
At this time, you two groups reconvene, share some notes.
Around. I think it's a ghost.
You're telling me that
Yes, a ghost.
inside the wall.
Yes.
Quite possibly. Or there's a cursed item somewhere, maybe, that could be
Well, that-
influencing all this.
That
right?
reminds me.
Okay.
When I was in Schult, the death curse went on,
Okay.
and most scholars believe that it originated in Schult.
Okay.
And, as far as I'm aware, it also came from some kind of cursed object, but I'm not totally sure.
Maybe it could be similar to that then. But I thought, it might be valuable to check for some secret doors, as you like to do. So
We weren't supposed to tell them.
That
could
is a
have a
good
whole-
idea.
we could have a whole team, yeah. Because it could be something in the walls, like Crinkle has said, or it could just be something that makes it feel like it comes from all over the cellar.
Well, we had thought,
Uh-huh.
because we noticed
Mm-hmm.
that the fireflies are affected by the humming.
Really?
And we felt that was interesting, so we thought that investigating the source of the firefly's power, maybe with V-Day's magic eyes, would be helpful.
Probably.
Yes.
With that?
Yes, you can. That's right. You can see when things are mystical, right?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Can't glean specifics, but
Dill, did you see any runes of any kind on the magic rock?
A few basic arcane sigils.
Very well.
Well, I'd like to go and personally investigate the Firefly book. If I can be a part of that team, I'll be happy.
I'm
go
gonna
as
start. I'll start researching in the archives.
And well, Dane, now that the secret's out, I suppose you could lead the charge on trying to find some secret doors as well.
Oh, I'm already on it.
Nice.
For secret doors we got here.
I've been looking for secret doors for a long time.
I'll come and help with the doors.
Are you sure?
Secret doors sound more exciting. Sorry.
Fair enough. Can't argue with you there.
Do we have our header?
Yeah,
Here
Kane.
we go.
Kane, would you like to maybe come with Ronan tonight?
No magical expertise would be of help.
Alright. Well, it seems we have the
Sounds
book smart team and the
The cool
the other
secret
team.
doors.
Well, we're actually going to study literal books, so.
Dane, switch me seats at hypothetical tables. Just kidding.
What are you guys doing?
So we three have decided to go look at the Firefly book. They three are gonna go look at
Splitting the party.
the archives.
So it's the middle three, and
I gotcha. So, what is the middle three doing?
First we're checking the walls, right?
we're gonna do a search for secret doors, and then we're all gonna research the archives.
Yeah, so,
So,
we're just kind of generally.
It is a searching for secret doors. Are you trying to focus on a specific level,
I think the level
or is
that
it
Crinkle's
a
room is
general
on.
thing?
At least to start off, I think the level that Crinkle was on, just
Yeah.
Just the
one
up
at a
or
time
down.
would probably be good. Yeah.
I think
Yes.
to start off on the
Okay.
level of
It
her
will
their
probably
room.
take some while. It takes some time. It is a big cellar, but
Pull books and push on little everythings and look at the base and see if there's any cracks.
Yeah. Search
Yeah.
for secrets.
We look for scuff marks. And
I do have to be instructed on how to look for secrets, because I've not really learned how to look for secret doors, but she's very excited to do so. Maybe humming a little bit along the way.
so for you three, and then you three are checking out the. Okay, So you three head upstairs. For the sake of brevity, what are you doing to investigate the book?
I'm going to use Divine Sense.
Okay. There are no presence of celestials, fiends, or undead within the vicinity of you.
And I would also use a Detect Magic.
Okay, detect magic. You, looking at the book, you do see that several stones that are magically emitting the fireflies are magical. It is a faint conjurative essence. But there's nothing uncouth about it.
They're all of the stones that are emitting these lights.
Yep.
They all seem to be of the same strength, because that's something that I'm kind of curious. Maybe there's some structural issues.
No, they're all giving off the same glow.
The book is hanging by chains.
Yep.
Would it be like a no-no to cut, to like break the chains?
I think so.
I think
Probably
that
for
was
like a
Probably
no-no, right?
it would fall.
Well, I mean, I
it would
could
fall
catch
like. It is a gigantic. It is a gargantuan concrete book,
so ready.
like the size of a chandelier.
Okay.
it would also leave us in total
It probably
darkness.
weighs close to like
Change doesn't affect the magic
a
spell.
ton and a half.
I'd like to tackle the beholder. So what I'm really gonna do, because I can't catch the book, then. Now I'm out of ideas. That's what I got.
We could turn the
Is
page.
there anything odd about the book, just in a magical sense? Like,
Everything seems normal.
Perhaps we found a dead end.
Is the book open or closed?
The book is open.
Content. Something here.
Does it say anything on the pages?
You can't quite see the pages from here, as you can see the spine of the book, but the book does say something along the spine of it. It says, "Be curious.
Be curious.
Be curious."
I'm a little curious about what would happen if you cut the chain.
or maybe we could be
You can
curious
see now
about
what Dylan
the
meant
other
by
side
it.
of the book
It is perhaps a violation, as the area in which it is, the chain connects to the book, is slightly cracked.
The chain, is it on a pulley system?
No, it is bolted into the ceiling.
Okay, thank you. Sorry if you already said that. I missed it.
No, it's fine.
The chain looks cracked, or the
No,
concrete
the,
does.
the stone where the chain meets the book is slightly cracked. You can see there more of the chain than should be exposed is exposed. Perhaps it was not set in there properly when it was first made, but
I will point out the structural weakness. That's correct.
I don't hear you.
You're not there.
Yeah.
Okay. everybody who is there hears that I say that. I'll say
meanwhile,
it again.
you three searching the basement, the bottom floor for secrets. I guess go ahead and make it is a large area, and as such, you'll probably need to make the check with disadvantage.
All of us.
Well, all of you or one can assist all, and then it would just be a straight roll. Sorry, all can assist one, and it would be a straight roll.
Let's do that.
Okay.
This is your moment, Dane.
We're obviously assisting you.
Yeah, okay.
I know I wanted to make the check with my +0 and
Dane's
presentation.
moment!
Oh, that was a nice rim shot.
Thank you.
Right there.
All right. I did on my investigation check.
Yep.
Does having any kind of stonework involved make a difference?
Nope.
In that case, it's a 19.
Okay. 19 is still pretty good. As you're in the initial round room, you're kind of going around. You're peering behind the bookshelves. You're making a mess kind of with the ledgers, but you're putting them back. You are, after about probably close to almost an hour of thoroughly searching the way that you are, nothing comes up. Especially not if you are trespassing in other people's rooms. Which, if you do, then we can get into that. But you get to the apartment section of it, if you choose to continue on.
The apartment section's still on this level.
Basement level.
Well,
Basement level of the basement. Bottom level, I should say.
if there are any secret rooms, they'd be in these apartments.
There are none in yours, I would say. That would be part of your initial check.
Did you talk
There
to the
is-
Tabaxi?
We did.
You think she'd let us go through her room?
Well, I think that times are hard. We can go through everyone's room, and we can also conduct kind of a interrogation at the same time as we conduct an investigation. And say, hey, we're here to talk with you about this situation, and while we're doing so, we're absent-mindedly also searching for secret
Play
doors.
it off. I see.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel good, but we'll do what we have to.
Kind of like a, yes, for the sake of all Candlekeep.
Yes.
I'll investigate the small stones room because I know
So
he's
you're
upstairs.
not quite sure which one is which.
Ooh,
There
come
are
on.
4 doors that you can choose from. You can choose the leftmost one or the rightmost one, and then left sub 2 or right sub 2.
We'll have to start with the left one.
Okay. You go ahead and you open up the door, and
And knock.
yeah, as you knock, you knock, and you hear a small rustle.
Light.
Well, did you knock and then open the door?
Yes.
You knock and open the door, and you see it is lit in here. It is lit in here. No,
I
it
put
is.
I put my light.
Yeah, there is light in here, and you can see a small rustle as the bed drapery kind of a little bit,
As in there's someone in the bed.
as in there's someone under the bed, or something.
Hello? We're just here to talk.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry.
You see, this room has 2 beds. Sorry, a single bed. It is kind of larger in size, and there is a larger desk with a smaller one adjacent to it, a very small square one. And all around the small square one are pieces of parchment kind of plastered to the walls with different drawings on them. And,
I
This
would
is
like
the
to
child's room.
look at the drawings.
Okay.
Investigate a little more.
okay, as you're investigating that,
So is this...
I can go talk to the girl.
Galeby? Galeby, is that you?
no,
I'm gonna get.
from underneath the
I'm gonna
bed.
get down and look at her under the bed.
Yeah, as you kind of look under, you see the biggest grin on this little girl's face. She just kind of,
Found you.
Aw.
yeah, okay. She kind of crawls out, and she kind of rolls over on the second, kind of laying down on the floor, giggling a little bit more.
Do you like games? I like games too. Do you want to go play some games?
Mm-hmm.
Dum dum.
Okay, I'll bring her out into the hallway or into our room. I'll bring
Okay.
her into our room and teach her a space game or something.
A space game.
Space game.
I like
So this is called breeze
so
tag.
breeze tag. So
It's
it
called
tries
breeze
to
tag.
explain breeze tag.
You just evaporate. You certainly try.
But I'm just gonna teach her some
Yeah,
new
you
game
just-
that I used to
As
play.
you take Galeby off and adequately distract her.
Brought the right team for the job.
We'll say we won't have to go too much into that kind of role play.
That's okay.
You are investigating the drawings. There are so many of them,
Wow.
like lots and lots, and they are, for an 8-year-old, it's not the most artistically talented you've seen. They're like definite stick figures of different kind of plastered with this weird kind of like chalky paint, almost like a chalky finger paint of some kind. It's kind of clumpy in places. And you can see the marks from the paint and stuff all over the table, and then also on Ebder's table a little bit, just kind of crusting up a little bit, as well as all over the floor. It's a mess in here.
Never mind. This
The-
is perfectly unsuspicious, in fact.
Okay.
I say detain.
Mhm.
Not
I'm looking for secret doors.
In here? Okay.
Yes.
go ahead and make a separate investigation check. This one you can do if you're being assisted with advantage.
I got a 20. Natural 20.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh, there you go.
Jesus, keep
Don't
let
let me
yourself.
assist
Do your thing.
So, with a natural 20, as you're kind of investigating the room, two things you notice. First, you go back and inspect because there are no tapestries, no stone segmentation, or anything that would indicate a hidden passageway of some kind. So you immediately start checking around the desks, and as you go under the bed, you can see a plethora of things just kind of pushed into the corner under, and you notice it because it's under a ratty kind of blanket that you remove. It is like a trash pile of slightly glittering things.
Under Galby's bed?
There's only one bed.
Oh, I thought you said there were two.
I corrected myself.
Does Gilby stay in this room with her padre?
You can assume so.
She sleeps under the bed.
What kind of glittery things?
As you kind of reach in and grab some stuff, the glittery things in particular.
Glass.
Yes. So as you originally kind of go and grab for it, the first thing that you grab is a ornately carved dagger that is kind of in a golden hilt kind of.
That's cool.
Is there any kind of magical vibes coming off of any of the things down here? Do I look and see?
Not
cursed
really.
item?
No, you don't see cursed item, not necessarily. But you look just in this pile of stuff, the things that you can kind of pick out, especially with a little bit of light. You can see there is an amber ring, an ornately carved dagger, kind of several weirdly shaped glass bottles. There are 2 books. There is a large blanket. The 4 bottles that I described are empty, and then there are 2 smaller kind of vials that are in there.
Hey, look at the vials. Do they seem potion-like or just like...
They do seem potion-like. One of them in particular, as you agitate it, it gets very effervescent, and it kind of begins to cloud the top of the, almost as if it's hot inside, the water begins to boil a little bit almost. And then the other one is it's kind of like a silvery kind of liquid that sometimes when the light catches it is a cerulean blue.
Seems like just magic trinkets hoarded away or whatnot. I don't know if this is suspicious or not. 'Cause if I had magic trinkets, I'd also hoard them away.
Right, it's just the fact that we're looking for
For a magic
a
trinket.
magic trinket, right? I wonder if one of those things are.
Should we leave them here and keep in mind that they exist, or should we take them?
I don't want to... Man, if we...
Say, do us a favor.
Doing you a favor.
Go find Ebda and look into his heart.
I sure can.
And
I would be happy to oblige.
at the same time, keep a watch out. Make sure to notify us if he's on his way back to this room.
I like it. It's a form of reconnaissance, wouldn't you say?
Aye, definitely. That's exactly what it is.
Yes! Is he...
Yes, he is evil and he is right behind us. Reconnaissance over.
He is right outside the door. Now he zooms away and heads back up the stairs.
Well, I don't know. I haven't really found anything weird here.
Who is Ebda again? Which one is
That's
that?
the man with the shoulder-length blonde hair.
Right.
Who looks kind of grumpy.
Got it.
I don't know. I feel I feel weird about just taking things for no reason, but I guess we could return them if it turns out none of them are, causing a
We could show
melodic
them
madness
to.
curse.
We could show them to Vide
Yes.
with his magic eyes thing, and
Yeah.
then
Fide and his magic eyes.
and then we'll have someone secretly return them afterwards. No one will ever know.
Right. Somebody invisible, perhaps.
Mayhaps.
The second thing that you spot with your natural 20 after this, as you kind of look around, is there are, of the coloring pages, there are lots of them. And the immediate ones you pick out, you're like, wow, there's a lot of blue in that one. You're like, there's a lot of red. There's a lot of red in that one. And you can see in a very strange kind of scribbled way, you see Galeby has drawn several pictures that are a little violent. There's there's one of a dog biting off a man's hand, and there's lots of red all over. But the man's got this smile on his face still. And the dog has a small ear and a big ear. And there's another one of just this boy kind of going like that a little bit. And nothing seems it's been drawn in blue. And he has a green shirt on, and you don't think too much of it until you're like that's a lot of blue as far as the background, and then you can see kind of waves on top.
Oh no. This is a little concerning.
It is.
What do you
It's
mean?
mildly concerning.
Look at these
Oh.
visions of death.
Oh no.
Just slightly more
Oh,
concerning.
no.
You look over at another one, and there's a picture of her dad holding tons of books and dropping them, and everyone's like, oh no.
Aw.
So maybe out of safety we hold on to these things
Yeah.
and return them once we determine that everyone is safe in this pairing here.
Yes. Well, let's move on to the next room.
Child Protective Services is here.
Also,
So,
we are.
real quick question then: is she displaying any weird behaviors when we're playing? We're just having fun.
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Not good. I'm having a really fun time. 9.
A 9? Okay. Nothing. Yeah. With a 9,
We're just playing.
you're not seeing any suspicious behavior. You teach her a patty cake game, and you guys start singing a lullaby together.
Oh.
Okay.
She sings along with you. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
You're too lost in the game to.
And I'm not really
make any
looking for
connections.
anything because I don't know that that's going on. But just if there was something I want my daddy
Yeah.
dead, I'd probably
No.
pay attention to that.
No homicidal behavior out of this
Okay, just-
8-year-old.
Some creepy humming. Okay, perfect. Yep.
Yeah, no, she's just kind of da 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 wheat da 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 near. She's kind of saying random words. Dog.
that's so creepy.
Heel.
Ghost.
Ghost. Yeah.
Nah.
My hand is gone.
Yeah.
I'm so
It's at this point it's starting to get, fairly around time for people to start closing up shop, and so
We only have time for one more room. We've got to hurry.
All right.
If I may, real quick, I
Yes.
feel like the three of us
Yeah.
are just dad, the meme.
No,
dad
seriously,
poses around the
Really just tearing it up.
Just should we
So-
throw a rock at it?
The Home Depot guys.
Hey,
One of you,
Get down here.
Kane's like holding a flashlight, and you're like, no, shine it right. No, right there, Kane. Shine it right there. You're giving it a thorough inspection. And it's about this time that you guys probably will give up because they've been inspecting this place for a while now.
Yeah. I just had that image in my head. No, they said it all out there. These guys are doing way more than we are.
The next room, as you've seen, is Crinkle's room, and Crinkle is in there.
Oh, sorry, wrong room. Crinkle.
Hey, Crinkle.
Nope.
See you later.
She kind of looks up at you and opens her mouth and makes the kind of sound.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, she makes the snapping sound just audibly.
Yeah.
Um,
Everyone in this cellar is creepy. Moving on.
the next room, this room is furnished with a simple bed and a wash basin, as well as a writing desk, and immediately it is very bare bones in here. It's the same kind of setup as yours, where the near to the writing desk and kind of in between the bed is a cozy cushioned chair and one of those heating sources that you found. That were pointed out to you. And sitting on the writing desk is not much. There is a satchel, which is closed, and there next to it is a small kind of oyster almost.
And there's somebody sitting at the desk, you said? Or
No.
Okay,
It is
cool.
empty.
So, same plan? I'll go desk, you go everywhere else? Okay,
Yes.
alright, cool.
No investigation check needed. This room is empty.
Whose room is it? Can we find out?
There don't seem to be any indicators of such. Make an insight check.
Was the other one, right?
I bet he locked her in there. I bet she's a demon child and he locked her away.
12.
But we opened the door.
Okay, because of how bare bones it is in
locked
here,
from
you
her
can
side.
probably assume it's for the temporary resident, Cthulhu.
Tula.
But the only thing at the desk is you open up the satchel and it is just a basic traveler's kit. There's just kind of things in there, a small journal that if you open up and kind of thumb through, looks like it's barely written in. It's just things like day 5, it was cold. Day 6, I got stuck in Beregost.
Oddly unstudious for a library goer.
Well, keeping
And-
in the habit of journaling can be difficult sometimes.
Sure. Mine's a little
And-
sparse as well.
Next to it is the oyster, which is very beautiful in design. It is, the exterior is kind of a grayer mother of pearl material with kind of a gold rim around where the...
I'm so sorry.
What did I just look
What's your problem?
It's not funny.
No, I just
Picture Mr. Krabs watching.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
mother of pearl, you know what it is.
I tried not to show my love.
It is a pearlescent sheen to it, okay?
No. We see it when I say
Matt,
sponge
Matt, I was laughing
And
too,
next
it's
to
okay.
it, where around the rim of it, where the two clam shells kind of connect, is kind of rimmed with gold, and on the back is a small kind of keyhole, like a lock. Not really a lock, but it's like a keyhole, and you can see right next to it is a small metal key. Just a single keyhole. You put it in, and it as you realize it is a wind up.
Oh, cool.
You continue winding it, and as you kind of let go, it
makes ocean noises. If
That's kind of fun.
This was an evil music box, it would do something like.
Hey, what do you think
roll a
you're doing?
d20.
Dumb.
I got an 18.
18.
Good dice.
It is rolling well for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing happens.
Sorry.
That you know of.
I did that for the sake of. I don't know why I did that.
Sure.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's go to the next room.
The last room You open it up, and the bedroom in here could be very well disguised as another wing of the library. All the books packed onto the shelves that line the walls are just there. It is numerous. This is like you cannot see the walls. There are so many bookshelves. There are 2 5-foot tall candlesticks in the middle of the room that have a flame flickering. It is a welcome reprieve from the relatively dim light of the hallway right behind you. You can see that there is no bed in here, but a larger armchair with kind of an ottoman at the feet.
What kind of monster sleeps in a chair?
Elves don't.
You're right. I should know, being half elven myself. Should have more sympathy.
I was gonna say
what my mother would say if she were living.
Anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't know what that. Sorry about.
Well, I know it was. Don't worry about it. Like really. It's just.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I didn't. Nah.
Was she?
Nah.
Okay.
No, I didn't. Like I didn't know her. Like it was just like that long ago.
Oh, I'm
so,
sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
No,
sorry.
I mean, no, exactly.
My condolences.
No, it's nothing to say sorry about. No, because it's like it was so long ago. Like,
No, we don't have to talk about it.
Oh yeah. What's
Alright.
I'm gonna look at the desk.
as you kind of you're like dun, 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 dun. And you walk over to the desk. Make an investigation check, either both of you or one of you with advantage.
Both of us.
Both of us. Nice.
I have a 13.
I got 7.
7. Okay. You're inspecting the desk, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so what are you kind of... Yeah, you're probably looking at the bookshelves.
I'm looking for secret doors.
You're looking around for secret doors. You do not find any secret
It's all
doors.
about the wrist.
Yep, there are a plethora of books in here, of various...
Investigate the candlesticks as well.
Yeah,
Like
you
I
kind
blow
of...
them out and relight them.
You go to blow them out. They do not go out.
Those candles keep on.
What if I? What if I like lick my fingers and try and put it out?
Ah!
I think that was the first joke I ever made.
Oh, you did it. That's
I
impressive.
don't think there are any secret doors in here.
I don't think there's much of anything here. I'm just flipping over papers.
Yeah, there's not much of anything there. There's a very large ledger that you just kind of close and push off to the side because there's so many damn ledgers in here.
No of use in
Yeah.
here.
No, pretty much. That's exactly how it goes.
True, it's in pain. Whatever.
And there's it's just you kind of have to be careful because you do recognize there is a project on the table, but nothing you really recognize.
Well, I don't think that it's.
Varner?
Varna.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It just seems like the studious type. Makes sense. Alright, let's get out of here. We got one suspect, right? In a way.
Well,
You exit, and that is all the rooms. You've gleaned some things. You can hear coming from another one of the rooms like a.
Hey, who's in there? Hey,
No one.
guys. Gonna open the door. What do you think you're doing?
Hey, call him the word I taught you. Scuttlebutt.
Scuttlebutt.
Yeah. Viber.
I was legit about to swear it. I was like,
Stupid ass mother. Use the word I taught you. Oh, you taught me many words.
I was like, what does she want me to say?
Sorry.
What would Saren teach her?
Scuttlebutt.
I just feel like, hey,
100%.
I would avoid the singing and all that, if at all possible.
We were playing a game.
Oh, you sure were. Yeah. Did it have anything to do with da 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 da
Da da da da da da.
It's an example. Hey,
Have a
none
name.
of that.
Da 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 da. She kind of starts dancing around the room.
I'll dance with her.
Sir,
No, actually,
we need to talk.
Avoid the blame.
We need to talk about this.
I have a sweet
I'm not here.
head,
I'm not
my
here.
flowy cloak, and I'm
I'm
dancing
gonna
around
grab
with
Sarah
her.
by the wrist and pull her out of the room.
Pull her out.
Gotta close the door.
In my room.
Yes, she's in your room now.
Just react.
We just kidnapped a child.
You guys are coming down the stairs at this point.
I opened the door.
Where's your dad? Oh, there. Yeah, over there.
She whoa runs down the hallway, just excited and loud.
The airplane.
I shut the door. And I try so hard to just act really casual.
Yeah, we're leaving it swallowing. I'm just leaving.
Yeah, she runs up the stairs. Her dad is not in the hallway. I said it's them.
Oh.
But you
safe than sorry.
no, you hear footsteps and you're like, ugh. And then you see running past. Yeah.
Saren, we've learned some news about the little girl.
She's the best. I know.
Oh, we just need. She's a little extra creative, and I think we should just be careful.
That's
With
good.
what Dane discovered.
No, there was a very large amount of violent drawings in there. It
That's
was like a man
bad.
with his hand torn off by a rabid dog, and then someone was being drowned alive, and another person being crushed by bugs.
and you guys let me in
That
the room.
was not
with
one of the
her?
drawings.
And you guys left me in the room.
We thought you could. We thought you could
Right,
handle
it's
it.
because we respect you so much.
Yeah. You're an
That is-
esteemed member of the group who can handle their demon children.
That is bad.
Yeah.
Damn.
But we don't know how bad. She might just be a twisted little child and
No,
have nothing to
children
do with
have
any of this. But it seems
Imaginations.
exactly. It just seems a little coincidental that she happens to be one of the only people
Right
down
on,
here,
right on.
and we have this very unique problem
You
Yay.
involving madness.
you three arrived by now.
Hey guys.
What? Why was the
Demon child.
Okay.
And she was infected by the melody
We
because you
did
both were
sing.
singing it. Yes.
But she sang first.
She sang first.
You don't remember.
I think.
Well,
The book's good.
what?
Yeah,
That whole time we were thoroughly inspecting the book.
Oh, good. Yeah. What'd you learn from that? What-
Nothing.
Flashback. One. I was holding hands. Yeah, no, it was great.
Um,
I'm feeling more curious.
Did you- we're gonna say that you guys didn't really do that in canon because we would have to go back and do that.
Oh yeah, no.
No, yeah, we're not actually gonna throw.
That was
Yeah, that's. I was
You know the
I'm just
scene
clarifying.
in Up?
That's not canon.
I was thinking though.
Because if so, we gotta
We
backtrack.
go back and do it.
Yeah.
Dost thou
Oh, no.
have enough energy to look at these not stolen items with your magic eyes?
Did you took everything from under Ebder's bed?
Everything.
Okay.
You said these are stolen?
They are
They're
pretty.
borrowed. We're gonna put them back as soon as you make sure they're not cursed.
Yeah.
Dane, curse you and your sticky hands.
You
For
don't
the
wait.
sake
No, you
of-
don't.
But yes.
You
Safety.
don't want to curse him. We are all.
It's alright, it's alright.
No, she has a point. No, I'm with her on this one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Of cursing.
I detect magic.
The 2 potions are magical. Everything else is not. There are some pretty valuable things in there. It looks like though. Not anything too crazy, but maybe like that's probably a couple days meal, really.
I pick up the dagger.
Is that magical?
I think this is it.
Cursed.
Really?
No, dummy, it's just stolen. Smacking with it.
Well,
So
I'm
the
glad
the potions are magic, but the rest of this is just nice stuff. Probably they're life savings.
All right. Well, then let's put it back.
Right.
Little girl.
Maybe for the sake of safety right now, we hold on to the potions. I don't
You-
know if one of them's maybe a death potion.
Start putting everything back. There's the daggers, the rings, the like random like moldering blankets and books and just like random stuff.
None of the books have titles like how to bring back ancient curses or anything.
Both of the books are untitled.
Huh.
None of the books have anything like bring back ancient curses or anything if I leaf through it real fast.
No, you leaf through the first one, and it looks like it's like an old dictionary. And then the other one, you just kind of like you pick it up, and it's kind of this weird.
Curses for dummies.
It does not say that.
How to cast
No.
a curse.
You pick up the second one, and it's like got this wood cover with kind of like these like brass bolts in it, and like you thought it was a book at first, but it's like a solid like just like rando box really.
Oh, what is in it?
Dude, it doesn't open.
Is it a
Can
puzzle
I
box?
cast knock on the box?
You can.
That's not a spell.
Dude, just
Knock on box.
Knock on box.
Roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier.
You made it.
Oh,
It's
no,
co-
it's
it's
cocked. Impossible.
It's cocked.
It's a wand.
2.
A 2.
Nice.
When you add your intelligence modifier.
How smart are you?
As a
We're
wizard?
pretty smart, but like we're at like level 3 right now.
What is your intelligence right now?
It's oh maybe I was thinking my wisdom. Sorry.
Yeah, intelligence.
4.
Oh, it's a wizard. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I was like,
Dang.
I'm screwed.
I was like, this is a very unique wizard.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I was
So
thinking wisdom,
with a
sorry.
4, you go to cast and the spell fails.
That's what happened.
That's what you get for casting knock on box. It's not a real spell.
I guess it doesn't work. Yeah.
Does this feel off to me?
Yeah. You cast the spell and it's as you kind of like you start the somatic component where you summon the orb kind of into your hand, and you do a quick gesture with your hand to draw your little mage's circle, and as it kind of glows for a second, you go to knock, a small part of it just kind of, and the whole thing kind of sputters out.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Well, it's very suspicious.
Go ahead and mark off that spell slot.
I did, and I'm gonna cast it again.
Okay.
But this time, I'm kind of embarrassed it didn't work the first time.
I'd like to use my action to help.
Saren,
So I'm going.
Saren,
Spells work. Let me help you out here. So I'm gonna cast it with a.
Is this a check of any sort, or can I add my my saving face onto it?
It is an ability check, so you can.
He is saving face right now by trying to get this open.
Yeah.
Sure. am.
Literally saving
He is judging it.
I thought that you were a
Oh,
wizard.
Saren definitely giggles a little bit when he fails.
20.
A 20.
Nice.
Okay. This time you snap, and there's a the box is unlocked.
Hey, you did
Well
it
done.
that time.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, nice.
Save
I
a
guess
lot of
I-
face right there.
I open the box. See
Okay.
what's inside.
You open the box. Sorry, let me pull up something real quick. As you open the box, you put your hands on it, and it is made of like a nicely like polished, like orange wood, and it's like kind of packed in bronze, like framed in bronze. It's surprisingly like heavy, and you can hear it kind of rattle around a little bit. And you open it up. As you open it up, it unfolds into like an opening pop-up book. Yeah. You can see pictures of a house and a field, and there are several kind of depictions of things that I'll get to in a second. But the very first thing that happens is you hear tick, 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 emanating from the music box set into the center of the book.
Hey, it's the song.
Everyone make a wisdom saving throw.
Go.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Oh, wow.
Do we, Bailey? Do you have a bonus for us yet?
No.
Hey, would you hurry up? Get that?
Get your auras, man.
Damn.
Would you I don't know what level it's at, but I want it now.
I get one next level.
6. 6.
I think I get one next level.
How do you feel about 15?
I also got a 15.
Okay.
Got a 14.
14. Fail.
15?
Success.
18.
Success. Write a hash mark on the top of your character, or just on a piece of paper. Mark down 1. What'd you get?
15.
Success. 12. Fail.
9.
Fail. You 3. Mark down 1.
Just one?
Yes.
Now my shit again or what?
Yes. No. As you're there, you can see
That's
the
it.
images kind of coming to life and moving around a little bit. As the first image circles around and kind of rotates back and forth, you can see it's also moving, and it shows a woman holding a scythe next to a man, and comically the drawing of his arm and the drawing of his leg have kind of like separated. And words start to kind of roll in your head as you find yourself humming along. The rhythm starts to take control of you, and things are coming through. Does the shadow have a name? Shem, Shime, Shem, Shime. Causes grief, avoids the blame. Shem, Shem, Shime. As it stops for a second, there's a small, on the second Shem, Shime, a small little black cloud just kind of appears over the mother and kind of tucks away. As the first stanza comes into your head, see a mother scything wheat, forgotten husband sleeping near. With one swing she took his feet, and with another took his ear. Repeating through the does the shadow have a name? Shemshime. Shemshime, as it pops up and down a little bit. More of these stanzas and verses begin to pop into your head, and I will send that to the chat of what it says. But the thing you notice as you sit there stunned, letting it all filter through your head, is right before it ends. You finish the third verse after does a shadow have a name? Shemshime. You see these other depictions playing out of a young boy drowning and a dog biting off the same mother's hand. Here, right before it ends, and it starts over again.
We should stop it.
You go to close the book, and it is latched open. It is immovable.
Did you say it's big? It got bigger?
No,
Okay.
there's a loud click, and it repeats itself.
Okay, close the book, please.
Then we should.
I can't.
Close the book.
What do you mean, Kane?
Close.
Then
I also
destroy it. We
have
should
the
destroy
book.
it. We should destroy it.
Make a strength check.
17.
Okay, 17, you won't budge.
Dang, what are
Should
you
I go-
doing? Help out!
Should
Come on.
I go get the elf lady?
Are you attacking?
I would like to attack the book.
Make an attack roll.
As he pulls out his sword. Close the damn book!
I wanna
It's a 22.
A 22 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
book it towards the elf lady.
Book it.
Okay, as you
6.
run out of the room.
Yeah.
6 points of damage. Okay, you smash it, and it continues going. You break one of the things, and it slowly snaps back into place.
I'm gonna draw my sword also.
My hands start glowing green
Yeah.
as I just.
Okay, I'm assuming everyone is just smashing the hell out of this book.
I was gonna divine smite.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage and add your extra smite bonus.
I will roll to attack just in case I crit.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I do not, but I still get 18.
18, it all hits.
Okay.
We'll say, for the sake of it, it's a book. It's not hard to hit. But as you smash it into pieces, the music box stops.
I feel like I was like holding it as Bailey like sliced it in half.
Yeah,
Just kind of
probably.
holding either piece.
I am running towards.
Yeah.
Or even that,
Varner.
Like Kane was holding half of it and I'm holding half. It's like in 2 pieces.
Is it still playing the music?
12 radiant damage and 8 slashing damage.
Okay. Yeah, the book is destroyed. It has stopped playing music at this time.
Can we close it now?
Oh, not much to
It's in
close.
2 separate pieces.
Oh, I do not want to close it.
You sliced it in half. It
Okay.
is. But the lyrics that I just sent into your group chat are now part of your curse. rivers.
I think we found where the song came from.
Right. Well, do we still feel compelled to sing it?
Yes.
I'd like to take the book from you, if that's okay. Like, not rip it from your hands, but
I kind of just like numbly let you take it.
I'm taking the 2 pieces, if that's okay. I'll just take one for Jenna.
The chunks of images that you
Or
see,
whoever.
the first one is a mother chopping off the feet of her husband, as you can now tell from the lyrics, with a scythe. The family dog biting off the mother's hand. A son drowning in a river while washing clothing. And the final scene of it is not something you recognize from the lyrics. But it shows a small girl at a millstone, and that's what it shows. You can see small spring-loaded, shadowy kind of figures tucked in little hidden pocket spaces. Some of them are able to pop out, so now that you've smashed it and you kind of press it back into place, and it just comes out a little bit more.
So what is the image showing? The smashing the little girl?
No, the last image is just a little girl by herself
Oh,
in
on a millstone.
by a millstone.
By a millstone.
So,
Does she seem happy? Content? Happy with her life?
the little cartoon image does show a smile on her face.
As if she's completed the task?
It's
a
because
big
it's this
grin.
damn girl. It's
Does
this
it-
world
does it
that we
look-
just
I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
Did the other
This-
characters in the book also have smiles on their faces,
Um,
even though they were not happy with their life?
the mother does, as she's scything off her husband's hand and feet. The boy does not, and dogs can't really grin. Then the mother is looking kind of distraught.
So sorry, the dog.
No, I've never seen a good boy
The dog is
before.
biting off the mother's ear. Is that what you said?
No,
Hand.
Hand. That's right.
Ear and foot was the.
The lyrics-
There was a biting off of the hand in the picture, right?
And a
Either was
drowning.
Yeah.
and the drowning.
I'm not
boy.
there.
And,
Yeah.
Wow.
You see, there are the completed lyrics for those at home. See a mother scything wheat, forgotten husband sleeping near. With one swing she took his feet, and with another took his ear. The image associated with it is a mother with a big old grin on her face, slashing at they're like little wooden cutouts. And it's like a spring-loaded leg and a spring-loaded arm that just kind of like kind of stick back together. Does the shadow have a name? Shemsheim. Causes grief, avoids the blame. Shemsheim. See a dog that knows to heal, never heeds no plea nor command. Mother gave a tasty meal, dog chose instead to eat her hand. Does the shadow have a name? Etc. See a son doing chores, washing clothes for folk in town. Fell into the river's roars, sank to the bottom and drowned.
There's two things that I notice about this. The first is that they all seem to be of the same family, each of the victims, and the second is that when calamity strikes, they're acting out of their character, obviously, but they're all doing something responsible. The dog knows how to heal, the boy's washing, and the woman is cleaning or harvesting.
The rhyme doesn't mention the girl.
Saren, as you run up the stairs, you not immediately, you start to make your circle, and as you begin to crest the second layer, heading up to the top, you're not seeing anyone so far. And it isn't until you make it to the initial room where you see on hands and knees, choking, is Ebder and Varnar. And that is where we'll go to break.
I'm really glad I went upstairs. Ah!
I hope Dylan murdered
Hey guys, welcome back.
Yeah.
We're just venting our horrifiedness.
Yeah, I think we're all really scared, and we process
scared
through
energy.
humor.
Right. So welcome back. Okay. As you all sit in the farthest reaches of the basement in the Firefly cellar, with shattered tome in your hands, you have run upstairs at this point and have found, gasping and wheezing and struggling for breath, is Varnar and Ebder.
I mean, I'm immediately going to run towards them and like try and check and heal if I need to. Just, what's happening? Cure wounds.
Okay.
The wound of their esophagus.
I'm trying.
Cure wounds. Any amount of, mark off the spell slot. Any amount of hit points healed does help the effects.
Okay.
As Varnar.
I think that's 8 points. Yeah, it's 8.
Wonderful. That actually does help substantially.
And I'm gonna run over and do the same for
Ebder.
Varn.
So you've done it to Varnar already.
Okay,
Aardvark.
for
And,
I have it
and
written
Ebder,
down.
yeah,
Ebder.
Ebder is
Ebder.
who you help out second.
I'm gonna do that
Generic.
same.
Thing.
And that's 11 points for him.
Okay.
Back.
Thank you.
Are they still?
No, they're
choking?
They're breathing. They're still on their hands and knees. They're. You can see Varnar especially is trembling.
What happened?
Does the shadow have a name?
So you know the rhyme too?
Yes.
Where's
It seems this is not going to go well for us.
the girl?
The girl.
Yes.
It's Gale.
Gilby.
Gailby.
I don't know. She's. Oh my goodness. This is. She kind of. Presses herself up a
I'm
little
just
bit.
kind of helping her, and I'm gonna look at Edbird.
Note. You three have disadvantage on all concentration checks. And when you cast spells, you need to beat a DC. As the Shimshime's bedtime rhyme now runs even more constantly through your head and at such a greater presence.
Fair enough.
Where did Gailby go?
That's horrible.
I don't know.
She ran up here.
We didn't see her.
I'm gonna like start looking around for her pretty frantically.
Do we notice how long she's been gone?
She's been gone only about a minute or two so far. You guys have, especially longer than the conversation that I stopped you guys at. She ran up the stairs as you guys were conversing, and it's at this moment that it's been a minute that she's been gone.
If
I'd
the
like-
She's
book
also-
isn't catching itself back together, once this conversation's done, I would probably take off after.
Yeah, we have to find them,
The
right?
first thing I'd like to do is to use my action to look through Dill's eyes.
Okay. As you close your eyes and you open them up, Dill is Dill has been perched on a bookshelf in the rebinding room, the first of the rebinding rooms, Abder's. That's it, right? Ebder's, sorry. Ebder's rebinding room. You can see this scene unfolding before you. Saren helping up a Varnar, who
Alright,
seems physically exhausted.
I go back, and then I follow
Okay.
Vijay.
Two of you head upstairs.
You...
You-
Nah, I'm gonna follow.
Okay, you all head upstairs, I'm assuming.
She's in the first binding room.
You all see similar things.
We've got to find...
I'm looking.
Gailby.
They don't know where. She went.
Okay. I'm gonna run
Okay.
up further. Yeah.
Up further.
Mhm.
So you made it all the way to the top.
Okay. Just so this is the first room though.
Yes.
I'm gonna go down to the next one.
So you go down. Just as one more description,
Mhm.
the entrance
Yeah.
to the Firefly cell
Mhm.
immediately.
Mhm.
First rebinding room. You go down through the stacks. As you make one loop, there's a hallway that goes off. That's where a study room is, and that's where Cthulhu was. You go down a second loop, and there is just the base floor with like different kinds of tables and other things being prepared for work, and then a hallway shooting off to the rooms.
Okay. So we are at the top.
You're at
near
the top.
entrance.
If you ran up to where Saren is, you were at the top right next to the entrance.
Okay. Does the entrance look like it's been open lately or anything?
You look up and no. You can still see the shutter is closed, and placed in the center of it is a burning gold sigil.
Alright. I'm
That
gonna
is-
go down to
it is separated from the thing. It's just floating in the air, probably 2 inches away from it.
I'm gonna start checking rooms, and I'm gonna go down to where Cthulhu was first.
Okay. You go down to where Cthulhu was, and Cthulhu is, she's kind of going through things and shuffling around a little bit. Yes.
Small girl, did you see one? Galeby, little one?
No.
See her come through? No?
No.
Are you lying?
I don't think so.
Alright, I'm gonna come out and go to another one.
I want to head to Crinkle's room.
Okay. You rush down to Crinkle's room.
I'm just kind of running. Gilby,
Okay.
more games?
I point at Dale even though he's invisible. I say,
Everyone roll an investigation check.
Yeah, nice.
I've rolled like
Beautiful.
That's crazy.
Not 20.
that's funny.
Don't-
First
I
one
don't-
of the campaign.
I'm not gonna touch
Mine.
it. You should move it out of
I
my
rolled
way.
like 3 or 4 13s in a row. Pretty epic. It's really scary.
Not too bad. Not too bad. 15 for me.
Okay.
13.
It actually doesn't matter what the rest of you got.
Oh, 16?
Thanks.
Oh, it doesn't matter what
20.
anybody... Oh,
Yeah,
where...
it was.
Was that him? Oh.
Yes, you're all searching various places. The roll was to see who got to the correct location first.
Cool.
Just off of.
Cool, I
instinct.
didn't hear the 20, so awesome.
Yeah, it's fine. You rolled a natural 20.
Sweet.
So, as you rush down, you're heading towards Crinkle's room. You see, you're running with Jonah up until a certain point when he kind of ducks around and goes, and something kind of stops you, and you turn around and you go back up, and you can see that the kitchen door is ajar. Sorry, not the kitchen door. The door, the one across from it. Sorry, I had lost my place. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. There's a door across from the kitchen door that was pointed out to you that is slightly ajar. When it wasn't, it probably should not be. You go in, you open it up. You can see that in this room is a leather worky. It seems to be that this is where the covers of the new books are made. There are leather bits and wooden shavings and paper scraps that are littering the floor completely. Next to a very large workbench, there are tools and contraptions that have been organized neatly around a handful of books in different states of disrepair. There's a large leather apron, and there's a very intricate-looking ledger kind of on the table. And there, kind of tucked in the corner, sniffling, is Galeby.
Galeby?
She doesn't respond. She's kind of curled into a ball.
Is she looking at me? Or is she...
She is curled in the fetal position in a corner. You can see her side. Sorry, I understand what you mean now. You can see her side profile. Her back is not to you. It is her side. But her head is tucked between her knees.
I need you to come with me.
She just kind of shakes her head a little bit.
You're not safe in here by yourself. We'll protect you.
Make a persuasion check.
22.
Damn. Okay, she kind of looks up and you can see the kind of snot dribbling down from her nose. She kind of puts out a hand to you.
I am so scared when I die. I'll take her hand. I'm trying very hard not to
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Not to wet.
I don't want to hurt her. I don't want to scare her.
Not in the study.
Elby, let's play a game.
Does the curse affect this, or just
I'll play a game, sir.
concentration?
See, that was you.
Okay, sounds great.
23.
You
Natural
managed
19.
to. This was a joke roll, and it got way more serious. I thought you were just gonna
Hey,
roll, and I
Liam,
was gonna be
We're
like,
scared.
sorry.
I just wasted a 19.
Yeah, you did. I'm sorry. You bite back your terrifiedness of this little girl, and you take her hand. You're both calm. You're both good.
We'll lead her back out to the group.
Okay. You lead her back out to the group.
I'll call down and say, I found her.
Everyone stops. The echoing of the chambers you hear. I found her.
I want to stay kind of with the two that I'm with, and start heading downstairs just so I can make sure they're okay.
So I'm like holding her pretty gently, but just to say beforehand, I am like fully prepared to grab her if she tries to release and get away.
She's rather submissive at the moment. She seems.
The father. I go upstairs and I get Ebner. Or
He's
Ebner.
here. He's here.
Yeah.
What? You brought him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
He's still in the same
Well,
room. She's there in the room too.
Yes, I was-
You ran downstairs,
Oh,
so
okay, I see, I
you'll
see.
run back up as you make this connection.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also very suspicious of
Yeah.
Ebner.
Up there is
When-
Ebder. Yep. Ebner.
So when
Ebder. I was right.
It is up there.
Upon hearing that she's down here, Ronan hadn't moved. He was still studying the words on the plates. He presses them together and puts them in a satchel. And then going down to her,
The words on the plates.
or like the book, or like,
It's just images.
oh, it's just audio. I'm down.
No,
For
no,
some reason,
no,
I was thinking
it's
the
fine.
words. were there.
I sent you words.
the text, but
I sent you the text.
but it's all audible.
Yeah, but it's
Sick.
all.
Okay. In that case, there's nothing to study. I'll put them down. But I was still, I don't know. I was kind of locked in it.
Yeah.
But the point is, moving to her when she's found, immediately he starts looking at her eyes and like checking her pupils and like start getting her physical pretty much.
Make a medicine check, and then because of your background in this particular field, go ahead and roll a d4 and add it to it.
Okay, thank you.
Ooh, buddy.
That's okay. I have disadvantage anyways.
What?
Don't I?
No.
Oh, concentration.
Concentration checks.
Okay, so I got for a medicine I got a 9.
A 9.
Which really adds up, you know.
Yeah,
Considering
it's-
I rolled a 3.
I mean,
She fails her death saving.
yeah, she dies. No. You can't see anything wrong with her. Her eyes look a little bit bloodshot from, a child who's been crying.
He's a little bit frantic, trying to put his best foot forward. And Ronan's not used to feeling like his mind's not in control 100%. So he kind of shakes her a little bit. You notice as he's like, "All right, has anything ever been inside your bloodstream?" That
You're
you know of?"
hurting me.
She called for her dad. Is that what you said?
I said, you're hurting me. is
Oh,
what she
sorry.
said.
Yeah, he doesn't say sorry, but he's
That's
like,
fine.
quiet. I'm looking at him. He's got the mask on, too. I mean, I imagine it's scary.
Especially
He's just too intense to care.
So I have Ebder and Scary Elf Lady with me, and I'm starting to head down, but I'm keeping to the caboose and kind of making sure they're with me, and I can see them and make sure they're okay.
Hey, you. What's the deal? Why'd you bring this here?
Bring what?
The book, the images. You know what's going on. Don't act like you don't.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What's going on with your
everything
daughter?
that you said to me today?
What is going on with your daughter? Do you know anything about that? What happened to your family, huh? Anything happened with them? Any missing limbs?
How dare
any
you?
deaths? Any drowning, huh? Any of that?
Just explain the book.
I have no idea
He
what
was
you're
just
talking about.
choking.
Is Gilby your daughter?
Yes.
By blood?
Yes.
You have a wife?
I used to.
You have a son?
No.
Have you ever met a demon or a devil? Answer.
What the hell is going on here? No, I have not.
He squats back down and keep looking at her.
Where's the book? Where is it? How do you explain it, huh?
I have no idea what that is.
Put together? Look familiar?
No.
Under your bed? No?
No.
Gilby, I want you to listen to me
Make an
closely.
insight check.
As he's doing that, Gilby, I want you to listen to me closely. Has your father ever been seen with any of the items that you see us holding? I will repeat myself, Gilby. Have you seen him holding these items?
What'd you roll?
10.
A 10? Okay. It's very plain to see each accusation is making his weakened blood boil. It seems like you're touching on some sensitive subjects, but he seems to not know what you're talking about. Especially when the accusation of what did you do to your family, or talking about his wife.
Jonah, he doesn't know. He was hurt
That's what Jonah gleans.
just seeing that it's getting.
No, you can see it.
Because
but
I'm
Jonah
seeing that he's
specifically.
freaking out, and I'm trying to
Yeah,
diffuse
yeah.
the situation as this man was just hurt, and I healed him.
I was just as a
Right.
general.
No, I am not. It's like
No
they're yelling, and he is yelling though, and I was trying to get his
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
attention, and then used the empty silent moment to interject.
Hector. Gilby. And he keeps interrogating
Yeah.
in that kind of way.
He looks down. He sees you interrogating his daughter, and he just shoulders past you,
Hey, we're not done here.
completely ignored.
And I'm
So he
just
goes
gonna
down.
kind of put a hand to Jonah and kind
I'd
of.
appreciate it if your lot would release my daughter. So he takes her by the hand and goes downstairs.
If she dies, it's on your hand. As he walks away.
Ronan.
He's being a fool.
Look, we're all under a lot of pressure right now. Mayhaps it's best that we stick together. A lot of us.
Who's got the book?
Jonah.
I'm still holding it. Yeah.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
Does the shadow have a name?
Does the girl in the book look like Gilby?
No,
It doesn't.
no, it does not.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Good question. Does anyone else find it strange that the rhyme didn't mention a girl or a daughter? It only mentioned a son, a father, and a mother.
I don't think we should leave them alone.
But there's a picture, right?
We all remember that the last time this incident occurred was hundreds of years ago. If anything, if it does depict real events, could it possibly be the same?
I think
Where's
we
the
need to
music
stay
coming from?
together.
The music box.
Is it put back together again?
It is.
We need to find the others. They were hurt when we left.
The last verse
It's
of the
in
song.
my hand.
We need to. Do we know the last?
You hear the music box skip again before it finishes.
That's right.
There's another verse.
Who fixed?
And that's why there's the girl probably smiling at the mill, right? Nothing has happened in that verse yet.
That
Because-
book you hold in your hand. It seems pertinent that you fill me in on some information real quick.
What do you? It's a book, and we found it in the girl's room.
Does it have any markings on it?
It has some runes on the cover.
Show them to me.
She did
She looks it over.
drawings of the book.
She looks it over. She kind of gives a wave of her hand. Shimshime's bedtime rhyme.
Shine to bedtime rhyme?
Shimshime's bedtime rhyme. She reads from a cleverly hidden title that you missed upon your first glance at it.
Can you do your eyes?
I don't believe I need to. I mean, we're all in agreement. This has definitely got magical energy.
When
correct?
you looked over it initially, it did not give off any magical energy.
But it was in
The inside of it.
You from the exterior, you didn't see anything. But you know, detect magic pierces some
But not not
certain veils.
lead.
You know,
Would have had to have been that. What happened to the book? It was inside.
Is it still playing the music?
it is.
It's all
It didn't work. We heard it.
We need to stop the sound.
Make the.
Stop the sound again so we can just reassemble.
So we can stop hearing it. 'Cause I'm
I think we need to go check
Is the book open?
on them.
Well, the book is in several pieces. The music box is put itself back into place.
Oh,
Where
just
is the box?
You inspect it for a little bit more, and you see some broken splinters.
Ronan, you fixed that rock back at that tower that we found, right?
I
Is that you?
Can you fix this so that the song stops skipping?
At least try.
Should we fix it?
Give me the
I
book.
don't think that's a good idea.
If we knew the
You might
last
give us
verse,
the answer.
then
We could
maybe-
solve it, right?
I'd like to attempt to cast mending on the book.
Okay, the book
No, the
Is-
box.
Do you need to?
The box?
The
Oh,
music-
we're fixing the box.
music
I'm sorry,
box.
on the box.
You need to
Whatever
beat-
they're holding for me to
You need to
fix.
beat the DC.
Go ahead and roll a d20 with this as you failed your... No, you succeeded, right? Or did you fail?
I have a hash mark if that's what
Okay,
you're saying.
you have a hash mark. Go ahead and roll a d20, add your wisdom modifier, roll a d20 at disadvantage.
Okay. So disadvantage. Lowest roll is a 10.
Okay.
I'm adding my what?
Wisdom modifier.
Is it like
My
a
wisdom
save?
modifier is going to
It
be
is not a
plus
save.
3.
It is a contested check using your spell.
No
cast.
save would be a 13.
Okay, as you go to cast mending, it stalls. You're not able to cast a spell.
Sorry.
I really
It is a
think we should find
It
the
is a
others.
cantrip, so there's no spell slot wasted, but
Mending has a 10-minute casting time.
You guys wasted my time and my energy.
I forgot about that. Thank you for letting me know.
We should find the others.
Right. We cannot leave.
Can I try fixing it by hand?
Sure.
I don't know. Wait.
Kane has a magical hammer and some magical nails.
Well, like you said, there was some like. What were exactly the problems?
You're not sure. It is an enclosed box.
Oh, I see.
It is. You can hear the sound emanating from behind a small metal grate that you smashed open and has since stuck itself back together.
I say we can't leave them alone together, and I'm gonna march off down.
I'm gonna
towards
follow
them.
because Saren's been saying
Wait,
I
we
need to
shouldn't
find.
split.
Then follow.
Yeah, I
I'll
guess
go
we'll
with
bring
them.
the book with
Yes,
us.
bring it with us. And we'll...
All right, so I'll bring it.
Okay.
We'll all go.
You
There's
all
no
head
way
down
Music
to
still plays.
the small stones room. The music is still playing, continuing to skip. Someone roll a d6 for me.
Roll a d6.
Yep.
Dos.
2. Okay. As you're walking down the stairs and you catch yourself, dum dum dum, boom! You get smacked in the head with a book that flies off the shelf. Yep. You take 4 points of bludgeoning
I hate
damage.
this place.
What, Ronan?
Yeah.
What?
We should get away from the
Bookshelf
books.
next to you.
What's happening?
The bookshelf.
Get down!
It's running time.
Yeah.
It's
Ronan time. As I pull out the shield.
Jonah, Vide, Kane. You three take
Book day.
2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Magic
You
missile
take
books.
4 points of bludgeoning damage. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage. As this particular section of the stacks is firing books at you at a high speed.
Ow.
Get up! Get up! Get up! I'd like to pull out the fire shield and just start burning up.
Yeah,
books.
one of the ledgers just
As we're running though, I'm not like just stand there.
No!
you run for a good 30 feet and it is just that bookcase.
I hated that bookcase
So
back
I am running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Bull sprint.
started. We were kind of at the head. Towards
You make it
small
to the
stuff.
small stones room. The door's closed.
Yeah. Open.
You're smashing it open.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was not locked, so you just smash through the door.
Yep.
Take care of business here.
A very surprised Ebder is there. What
I'm
is the
sorry.
meaning of this?
I understand you've been through a lot lately.
I don't think you quite understand.
I think we know a little bit more, and we're going to help you, but you have to listen to us, okay?
We've
I
got to
wanna-
stick together.
I want to make a run for Gilby and like grab,
Okay. You.
because I want to cast. I think it's touch. It is. I'm going to use my last spell slot to cast protection from evil and good. So if she is possessed, charmed, or frightened, then she has advantage on any new saving throw against the effect.
Okay. Noted. As you go and you touch Bailey. Bailey. You touch Galeby. Oh no! What have I done?
As you touch Bailey.
You touch Galeby on. You grab her hand, and Ebder quickly. He doesn't slap at you, but he steps to kind of intercept a little bit. Enough of this.
Please.
No, none of this formality. You've already been exceptionally rude.
Sure.
What do you want?
Rude or not, we all need to stay together for this. You cannot be left alone. Something dark is happening down here in these archives.
I'm aware now.
And we all need to fix it together. And we can do it willingly or unwillingly. All right?
Why don't you start by telling us what happened? Why were you choking on the floor?
I don't know. I was doing my work. I hear this ringing in my head. I black out. I'm on the floor, gasping and dying. My daughter is nowhere to be found. I find her being poked and prodded and aggressed. And all of you misfits, wandering around, asking questions, making accusations. For things you have no idea what you're talking about. What do you think I have to do with this? What do you think I've done to myself, to my co-workers? The people I live with? What are your accusations against me?
I don't think that you are the perpetrator. I think you're a victim.
Then stop treating me like one.
All right. But tell me one thing. What happened to your wife?
She died of a plague many years ago, leaving me with the only thing I have left in my life. Are you satisfied?
No. What kind of plague?
It was the death curse. Wait, was it? Oh, no. It was not the death curse.
Oh.
I will take that back. That was an improv moment.
Got it.
Yeah. I don't know. It was a sickness in her bone marrow, and apparently it was contagious. Got passed around in our little village.
How many years ago?
7 years. Death curse is a little farther than I thought. So
Sure. You say you're left with one thing. Your daughter. I promise you I'm not a threat. But I have to ask you this.
empty feeling promise.
What happens if you lose her? If you
Is
don't
it a
let us try
threat?
to figure this out, that is guaranteed.
I don't like your tone, big man.
I don't like your parenting style.
Look, let's just all agree that we want the same thing and move on.
My body
From the
is
looks of
getting
it,
fire hot.
from the looks of it, I wouldn't like yours either.
I throw a punch. I'm not gonna lie.
Make an attack.
I don't hit him with my hand. I'm not going to like hurt him. Like, well, I'm hurting him, but
No,
I'm
yeah.
not. It's a punch.
Go for it.
Just a 5.
A 5.
I try and stop him. It's like,
Yeah,
You-
I think we're all kind of
this
jumped
is-
in, dude.
This is a quick action. So as you go to throw a punch, you just and he ducks under, whack, slamming you in the well, we'll see. Whack, slamming you right in the stomach and knocking you back.
Hey!
Ronan!
I fall into Dane and let him kind of pull me away.
Enough. We're all stuck down here together, and we need to solve this together.
Get out of my room.
No, we can't do that.
Him.
No.
Look, we're all sticking together until the end of this.
This is insanity.
I'll go with Ronan. We'll find Crinkle and the others.
Good idea, actually, yeah.
And I'm gonna, like, pretty forcefully take Ronan out with me.
So to leave the situation, he kind of nurses his wrist a little bit.
Hey. Can I speak with Gilby? You can be here, it's fine. Just for a second.
Sure.
I'll kneel down. Gilby. Hi.
She kind of is sitting there, kind of tucked behind her father.
You okay? Everything alright?
She's kind of is quiet and looks down.
Alright, well, hey, I'm gonna reach down to the picture of the, that she drew of the dog biting off the hand.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why you drew this?
She kind of looks up at it.
Did you see this happen? Did you dream about it?
It was in my book.
Right. And this one, and I hold up the drowning. Stories from your book.
She kind of looks away and nods a little bit.
And this one, and I pick up the one which is just the father in the books. It's from your life, right? But nothing like this has ever happened to you.
Did you show her the
The
violent images?
The violent images, yeah.
Yeah, she kind of looks a little confused and shakes her head.
What about the last one? The grindstone.
Is there a grindstone picture?
Yeah, has she drawn one?
No.
Oh, it's in the.
It is in the book.
It's in the book. Oh, you didn't see a grindstone picture though.
Is
Right,
the
yeah.
book still playing the melody?
It is.
And
It's slower and it's skipping more, but it's playing through. Skipping as in it is missing notes.
and we have the pieces of the book, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have them. And that. Have you seen that before in your book?
You gesture towards the.
Towards the girl with the millstone.
Yeah. Yeah, she nods her head.
Has there ever been anything else? Is something missing from this story? Something you're used to hearing or seeing?
Finish the rhyme.
Can you help me with that? I'm not as...
She's kind of tucks in her father a little bit more.
Where's the book that you got all of your stories from, Gilby?
She seems perplexed at the question.
You said that you found these stories in a book. Was it that book?
She points towards the book, yeah.
How long have you had that book?
She's quiet. She doesn't say anything.
For a few days, Gilby?
Mm-mm.
For a long time?
Mm-mm.
Today?
She's just kind of tucked into her father's... tucked behind him. She's continually hiding from you.
You, man. Have you seen this book with your daughter before?
Like I said, I have not.
Have you heard it?
Have I what?
Heard it.
This sound.
You mean the irritating ringing it's giving off now?
The tune.
Killing my brain?
The tune.
No, I have not.
Have you heard the name Shemshaim
I think we all have now.
before today?
No.
What about you, Gelby? Do you know Shemshine?
She didn't say anything.
Shimshine.
Does the shadow have a name? Shimshine.
Shimshine.
Avoids the blame.
He lurks in dreams. Is that what the rhyme says?
Does not say it in. Does not say it in the rhyme. That he lurks in dreams.
And we've heard no lyric start about the
Nope,
of
it
the
is.
section that is.
As you get to the last, does the shadow have a name? Skip.
I know what I thought dreams. I didn't sleep well last night. And this is a bedtime rhyme.
For clarification,
Mhm.
just because it's been asked a couple of times,
Mhm.
upon further inspection of the device,
Mhm.
the music box device is about this long.
Mhm. Wait, can you sorry just above the?
It's about this long.
Okay, cool.
It's about the size of a king-sized candy bar.
Okay.
Like a big old Snickers. But it seems there are 3 spaces that are emanating the song at a different time. It seems like it'll rotate through once, go down, rotate through again, go down, rotate through again, skip.
What's
Back
the
over the
fourth
top.
space look like right now?
It is a metal grate, so you can't see past it into the inner mechanisms. You can tell that it's not light enough. You can't see anything in it. It's too small and too compactly built.
Only we had a tinker.
And
it cuts out right at what would the lyric be?
On the
Station.
third verse, not the verse, the third chorus, does the shadow have a name? Shem, Shime. So it doesn't say it here, but it's Shem, Shime, Shem, Shime. Causes grief, avoids the blame. Shem, clip.
Shine. Maybe we wait for sing along. Couldn't hurt.
I think it could hurt.
I am also under the impression it could.
Shem shine.
There's a fourth.
Okay.
There's another verse that we need to know. I don't know where to find it. I don't know how to fix this.
Are you still talking in front of
Yes,
Ender? Okay, he's completely ignoring you at this point. He's
Ender.
taking care of his daughter.
You work with your hands, correct? On the books?
A little bit.
Promise we'll leave you be if you help us get this fixed. We don't have the expertise. This
Take
is
a
an
look at
honest
it.
call for help.
I don't have the tools for something like that. Not on me, anyway.
Would anyone? Would Crinkle or...
I don't know. I keep to my work. Respectfully. If you find me some tools, I can open it up for you.
What kind of tool?
Small screwdrivers. Little pliers. Probably a pry bar of some kind. Essentially, you would need a set of tinker or jeweler's tools. From a mechanical standpoint.
I don't have anything like that.
No.
I haven't seen anything like that down here. You could check the binding room.
You know.
There are all these small screws on them. I don't have anything of that size that could get in there. That would be the first step. And then who knows what
Okay.
is underneath of that to pry it up. And
What about
such.
Dill? Dill has a knife.
Dill?
Sword.
Do you have a...
I don't think my blade would function as a screwdriver.
Have you ever tried it?
Nope.
More of a
Good idea,
rapier
that's a good
guy,
idea.
huh?
Kane, would you be able to conjure something?
I could. Wait. believe in you. I'm going to give them guidance.
You have guidance.
So you get a plus D4.
You-
I hate to be that guy, but for the viewers at home who are watching, don't they both have to check on this? Don't you also have a hash?
It is a cantrip. I do have a hash.
no.
Mending wasn't free for me. Sorry.
For the viewers watching at
I did
home,
like
mending against the book, the cursed tome of Shemsham's bedtime rhyme, every time someone tried to do something to it, they had to make a check.
Oh, epic.
Wasn't-
I didn't know that one.
He tried unlocking it. You tried mending it. This is just to him.
Hey, Matt.
So-
This doesn't have to do with our hash mark, though. You said when we do spells.
No, it's right. That
The
is-
hash
sorry.
mark only counts against the book.
Thank you so much. Yes. Roll a d20. No, just roll a d20.
Sorry, mate. I don't know why I'm saying this.
No,
I just
it's fine.
feel like if I was an audience member, I'd be annoyed if it wasn't consistent. So
Anything?
sorry.
Yeah, you can add your it's a wisdom check essentially.
Wisdom check.
Yeah, so you can add your wisdom modifier.
If you're a viewer and you're mad at me for
10?
bringing this up, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I thought I was
Oh.
doing the right thing.
You can guess.
Don't talk to them like that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This is the first time we've ever spoken.
I do
We
motivate.
said things. What?
Yeah, you're able to do it. Thank you, Matt.
All right.
I would serve.
What is the
You get it.
first tool you could be using?
A screwdriver, a small one. As you pull one, you pull one out of your ear.
Sorry,
It is
force of habit.
it has a small golden handle and it's like a goldish brass kind of instrument, and it's got like a little tiny like gemstone kind of set into it. It looks obviously magical. So he kind of takes it. We'll say, for the purposes of this, you're able to supply him with one at a time the tools that he needs. As he kind of messes with it, and I'm sorry, I just don't know what I'm doing with this.
It's all right.
He seems kind of flustered and
You would get flustered by a screwdriver.
dang, small stone shade over here.
You know, if perchance, I mean, I'm sure this has been broken for a while, but if Crinkle had ever heard this, they could recite it.
Ronan and I are on our way to get it.
Oh, good.
That's
where we're
going here.
Well, then to the room, I mentioned that, and then
You guys head there. For the purposes of this, Ebder is not able to help at all with his Tinker Tools check. He rolled a natural 1.
Oh,
He's too flustered, too taken aback by the whole situation. He had what he has deemed a unnaturally near-death experience for his cloistered life, had his daughter interrogated, had a punch thrown at him, and the adrenaline is now
What a
wearing
good
off of
day
him
for
punching
him.
back. Yeah, he is. You guys have messed with him.
I'm starting to think he's completely innocent too.
yeah, I was really on his trail a second ago.
Yeah,
But
It's just the daughter.
so
it's starting to dawn on you.
well, she did look me in the eye and say, "Finish the ride."
Yeah, I mean, come on now.
So,
I don't know how innocent they really are.
So while like this whole
You two?
conversation is
Yep.
going on, I just want to kind of
we'll flip to you guys.
pull him out, and like I'm kind of just dragging him to
Or-
find Crinkle and the Tabaxi.
After a couple moments of walking in the quiet, I just muttered to you, "Can you believe him?
You were acting scary. It's not his fault.
She's gonna die."
We'll fix this. You were mean. She's not looking at you.
What?
She's not looking at you. She's looking
She said
ahead
you
and
were
like
mean.
It is only a door down. It is only a door down to get to Crinkle.
it's just a quick moment where she's like,
No,
it's
yes,
not
I-
his fault.
yes.
It's
No, I do
maybe
get you.
okay,
I'm
just like a
just-
pause at the door.
Yeah, I'm just
kind
saying
of
there's a pause, and as to keep the story moving from the dungeon master's perspective and describing the area,
Perfect.
you are outside in the hallway having this moment. Crinkle's room is just right there.
Okay. It's a quick moment. She ends with you or mean and then opens the door to Crinkle's.
Sorry, didn't mean to.
No, you're good. You're good. Thank you for the
Wasn't my
clarification.
How dare you have a character moment? Crinkle's right there.
No.
Mon Dieu.
Are you trying to win?
You're trying to win Dungeons and Dragons?
No, I'm trying to win against Ronan. I just called him mean.
Damn.
And then she opened the door so I couldn't respond.
Oh,
I think you
mean
would have.
pants.
Okay. You open the door, and sitting there, still kind of, as it has been a couple of hours. It is getting later in the evening. Crinkle is sitting in her bed.
In the bed.
Mm-hmm.
I like knock on the door for him, like, Crinkle, friend.
Crinkle does not respond.
I'm gonna go up and try and shake Crinkle awake. Does Crinkle appear to be breathing?
Yes. Heavily and haggardly.
What's going on?
Crinkle is
Crinkle is breathing
really heavy in
and
bed,
haggardly.
not responding.
Sorry.
No, it's
I'm getting a little gravelly just
That's
because it's
okay.
been a long day. But yes. You see Saren, after having this tense moment with you, kind of walk in and call to Crinkle and go over and shake her awake, and she's not moving.
I will step in at this point.
You
Help
step
her.
in. You can see she is unconscious and breathing, but unconscious.
And I'm being a lot more gentle with Crinkle than I was with
Right.
with the girl,
Definitely.
notably. And roll Crinkle down and press my cheek or my hand into its beak,
Mhm.
and just say a soft word of blessing and cast healing word.
Okay.
And I'd also like to.
Go
No,
ahead.
never mind. Just healing word.
I want to look at the paper that Crinkle was messing with on the desk.
Okay. You go over to the desk, and the piece of paper has a couple of scribbled things on it. It's not anything more than the conversation that Varna was having. She wasn't messing with the paper. She was kind of scratching into the desk. And just kind of scratched into the desk is the word rhyme.
Anything else?
Are-
I pick the paper up and I'm gonna look around, seeing
Okay.
that there is a word. Rhyme?
R-I-M-E or R-H-Y-M-E?
R-H-Y-M-E. As
Like
in-
finish the rhyme.
Switching campaigns. Rhyme of the Frost.
Well,
Was that the second time that I've been accused of switching campaigns?
Yes. Is there any other bits of scratching or word or?
Not no. You don't need to make an investigation check. No, you do not see it.
With a 15 to cast my spell at disadvantage, I rolled a 5 points of healing.
Okay, good. That's fine. You do heal up Crinkle a little bit, and you see their eyelids. Gosh, so bad at this. I got so many things in my horror
Okay,
campaign
hey,
brain.
Crinkle's a
That's
she
okay.
In my horror campaign
She
brain.
because
Yeah.
I got so many things in my horror brain.
Representation.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
And one thing.
No, I appreciate it.
Their
There
eyes.
is a little flame involved at some point. You can
No,
flavor it
it's,
if you
it's
like.
fine. As you have your hand placed against the beak, you can see this one's a little bit different. As you kind of the base of where the leathery kind of skin meets the hard bone of the beak, you kind of press into it, and you can see kind of illuminating some of the veins that is kind of in interior light, and the eyelids flutter slightly before Crinkle is now conscious, but you can tell, being the medicine man that you are, incredibly weak.
Are you hurting? Are you in pain?
Hurting.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
We should find the tabaxi.
You go ahead. No, we shouldn't split up, should we?
I don't have.
Damn it. I'd like to just pick up Crinkle and go with you.
I don't have.
She passes
Power
out in your
left.
arms again. She is exhausted.
And now we're on search for
Cthulhu?
Cthulhu.
Sarah and we're very short communications and snippy because there's tension, but we're
Absolutely.
helping each other.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
it's
I get
it's
you,
a
I
friend
get
to
you.
kind of help her and
You find Cthulhu for the sake of brevity. You find Cthulhu totally fine and still completely oblivious to anything that's going on.
I was gonna check on
Yeah.
Cthulhu too, but I remembered that was the first
Yeah, that
place
was
I
the
went.
first place that you went, and
she
you
was
were like,
"Yeah.
"What are you doing?"
cat friend, join us, please.
Okay.
If only building a party was that easy.
Except.
And just
do Tuesday?
and that's
Tuesday doesn't work great.
everyone, right?
Tuesday isn't great for me. I have work.
Elf lady's with us.
Yeah. Well, no. Varner is not.
Then we get her too. I know.
Varner's
Okay,
down with
you go
us,
up.
right? Because Saren brought her
Yeah,
initially.
you brought her down, and then you all kind of ran off to, because there was the whole thing with Ebder. You all ran off,
Yeah, okay.
and you left Varner behind.
Got it.
I'd
So,
like to make sure she is accounted for
Yeah,
and good.
she is accounted for. You find her frantically thumbing through ledgers in somewhere in the stacks.
What are you looking for? The rhyme?
The book. I found it.
What book? We have the book.
I know. I found it. As she kind of shows you a page labeled Shemsheim's Bedtime Rhyme. Original acquisition. About.
She has the. Duh.
It's almost
it's
like
Should
you're.
we
true.
look at the books in the library? Nah.
Like I said, this is a place. Like she said, this is a. You do know. Sorry. Never mind.
What'd she say?
She mentioned earlier that they have
Like I
records of
mentioned-
every book
let
that was
me-
broken and
yeah.
repaired, right?
Yes.
So you did mention it earlier. We
I did
just
mention
didn't
it
catch
earlier.
that on
No, it's
that
fine.
she has record of this.
Mhm. Yeah, we just. Yeah, I think we just didn't.
Yeah,
we
she
didn't
even.
connect the dots.
Yeah, you didn't connect
Kindly
the dots.
to the
it's fine.
camera. Fuck. Continue. I haven't said it
Damn.
yet.
No, it's fine. You're good.
Thank you.
Shall we
I feel
all
like-
get it out of the way?
Guys, let's just let what does the book say?
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Let's just like shut up and listen to what they say.
Shut up.
500 years ago, the donator Yawin Pilt donated Shemsheim's Bedtime Rhyme to the stacks. It was used as an entry fee and was placed under inspection, but nothing came of it. The intention of the book, for continued sources and checking the source reading on it, Shemsheim's Bedtime Rhymes author was an unnamed traveling gnomish bard. He coined the book off of a local tale that he once heard in a passing city. A town, really. A small hamlet. As such, because of its lack of information, it was placed in a section of the library that is not as important. It is a picture book. That was, until it was damaged a week ago. And Shemsheim's Bedtime Rhyme was brought in for rebinding and repair. Checking the ledger, it looks like Crinkle signed off on the opportunity to work on it, but then reported it missing a few days later.
The girl probably grabbed it.
Oh, sorry.
Galeby,
I hear Jonah in
Gilby.
the back of my head.
That's right. Yeah.
Galeby does have sticky fingers for an 8-year-old. We've told her to keep out of our rooms, but sounds like that's what happened.
We should. It doesn't have
What?
the rhyme. The last part. Part
No.
we're missing.
There are no markings on the interior. It is a picture book.
Do we know how it was?
A little bit more, it seems. No one's there.
Damaged?
It's you. It's just you.
You
This,
said
it was brought in. There is a mechanism on it. Not a mechanism. The bottom of the spine was smashed. Is what it was brought in for. It was dropped from a high shelf and hit the ground hard.
you said that Crinkle was the one who was supposed to repair it.
I'm assuming you're here too. Yes, she was.
Could for sake of conversation, could I have
Yeah,
brought her
Kate-
down to the rest of the group?
At this point, yes.
Okay, cool.
That works out much
Like,
better.
Guys, I'm the only one here.
You
Okay,
bring down the
yes.
rest of the inhabitants of the Firefly Cellar.
Perfect.
Everyone is together at a certain point, although the small stones are in their room still. little traumatized from the evening.
No door.
One may be killing the other.
Yeah,
Who
no,
knows?
no door. It has been smashed.
You're welcome.
Crinkle did write rhyme
There's one more
on
thing.
the desk. Go on.
The name, Yawen Pilt. There are records of some of the more prominent seekers that we bring in. And this ledger indicates that Yawen was, it says right, she flips to it real quick, indefinitely taken under the care of one of the great readers at the time for the purpose of long-term madness. Yawen was sick. Looks like we tried to help him, and he eventually died in his room, which happens to be in the basement of the House of Rest.
Which room?
I do not know. I've not gotten that far in my research yet. But around here are probably some old blueprints that we can match up to how the renovations have been.
The walls.
Ghost.
Probably, yeah.
Is there any record of the knowledge seeker who dropped this book?
No, there is not. It was just a member of the Avowed in the stacks. It was reported, actually. That is a good point. It was reported. Let me see by who. Sorry about that.
By Dane Iron.
Damn it, Nate!
No.
This is what you get
Returns
for searching
for
for secret
readers.
doors.
Yeah. Sarah will rub it in later. No, I'm just kidding. You guys said no, it's not a ghost.
Shimshime, she seems pretty ghostly.
And dead author of book Haunting.
Don't know where it went. Oh,
If it's
I
a
missed
ghost,
it. I just missed it. That's fine.
I told everyone. So
For the sake of story, Ronan himself is not as engaged as much with that anymore. Now he's kind of just focused on Crinkle and is doing his own thing, taking care of Crinkle, just so you know.
Yeah, that's good.
It was reported by Sprig Summerfoot, member of the Avowed.
I know we're stuck down here, but I worry about the Avowed. It seems a little coincidence to me that
Excuse me.
the part of the book that seems to cause this just playing of music happened to be the part that broke.
It was making no noise when it was brought in. We get a lot of books every day. But I do, now that I have the date and the acquisition of the rebinding, there was nothing peculiar going on, no noise being made. We did not know it had a music box in it. That is not in the original acquisition transcript.
So it has never been fixed, the music box.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Do you think that there is a fourth verse, or do we have to create a fourth verse? What if we just came up with a fourth verse about this girl and the mill?
I'm going to grab some old blueprints. Ronan walks off.
I think, well, supposedly, I mean, Crinkle was working on the sound. I think if Crinkle could manage to fix the rest of the song, maybe we'll get the rhyme from that. Right?
I checked the paper.
Uh-huh.
She wrote rhyme on the desk.
Ting, 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 ting. Ting,
Ronan.
ting, ting,
So
ting,
close.
ting. It goes from the 3/4 way down back up to the first.
House
The
Crinkle.
noise emanating.
Mhm.
Everyone make another wisdom saving throw.
And for the past 10 minutes, I don't know how your concentration would work since I left, but I still have protection from good and evil
On Galeby, yes.
on Gilby, yes. I don't know if you want to count that as I left and I
No,
don't.
no, you're fine.
I'm very afraid right now.
got the
I'm very
same
afraid and
thing.
scared. Scared.
Okay.
Not good.
Scared.
14.
14. Another hash
18.
mark. 18. You're good.
16.
Okay.
I got a wisdom.
Yep.
I got a 12.
Okay. Write your first hash mark.
14.
Write a second.
9.
Write a second.
Hey.
Wait, interesting.
Ew.
Y'all.
Wait, did the DC go up?
No.
Oh.
Well,
Sorry. What did you
well,
say?
the hash went up. I got another hash mark. I got a 14.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah.
still
Okay.
close.
Okay. Sorry.
15 save.
Oh, okay. I got it.
15
I
save.
just thought it was one off before. Good.
It's
Good.
fine. For 2 hash marks, you have you've gained 2 points of exhaustion.
Oh shoot.
That is rough.
They're stacking up fast.
Yep.
Exhaustion kills you.
Sure does.
2 levels?
Oh,
Yep.
wait.
Don't I know it,
Maybe
buddy?
Two
Hey,
levels
guys,
of
just so
exhaustion.
you know, your healers are getting pretty beat up.
I know, I'm out of spell slots.
So
I don't know shit about magic.
What about
Oh.
our
All
health
of 'em?
potions?
what?
All of them?
2.
No, I know. All ability checks.
Yeah. Disadvantage on all ability checks,
Nice.
and your speed is halved.
Where are the healing potions that we bought?
Ooh.
Does someone need healing?
Oh, I have the potions.
I don't know that would help.
Yeah, I don't know if it helps people.
We need Crinkle to fix this.
We really.
Oh.
Is Crinkle okay? Or is Crinkle like...
Crinkle's
Well, Crinkle is
unconscious?
still in Ronin's arms.
Passed
She's
out.
just passed out. Yeah.
Ronan hovering over him starts to breathe heavily, and then he removes his mask and starts throwing up on the floor for a minute.
Oh my god.
I'll reach out.
Yep.
Non-binary.
Yeah.
I will give Crinkle
Non-binary number.
You
15 hit points.
I like that.
You give Crinkle 15 hit points. She stirs again, awake, but exhausted.
He's hurting, but I find that when we're healing him, it's helping.
Almost as if she has 2 points of exhaustion.
Oh no.
Crinkle... Crinkle, what were you writing about the rhyme?
We need to
Rhyme.
Do we need to find the rhyme or make a rhyme?
Finish the rhyme.
I don't like
Yeah.
it.
How did that voice sound? Was that in any of our voices, or was it
It
hers?
was not in any of your voices.
Maybe we should try finishing the rhyme.
When Gilby said
How-
it, did
how would
it
we do
sound
it, though?
like
We-
Gilby's voice?
It
The
did sound
only
like
way to
Gabriel's
finish
voice.
the rhyme.
It sounded like a creepy little girl
I'm assuming.
saying,
I'm
"Finish the rhyme."
scared.
But
if we
Crinkle's voice. Hold on. Crinkle's voice just now. I'll do a little bit of better job. Finish the rhyme.
Crinkle.
Crinkle.
Do we make it
Can I,
up?
can I ask you something? Are you able to finish fixing this book if I gave you the right tools? Are you strong enough?
Strong enough.
We could use your help.
Help. Okay.
I'll do it again.
Reach out and try and give Crinkle guidance.
Okay.
Try. Do I need to
Yeah.
roll against?
Roll a d20.
Hey, please don't
Make a
die.
wisdom check.
Oh, so that's disadvantage.
That's a shame. That's a good dice.
14.
14.
Rollins
You're
rolled 220s, 19, 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with guidance, you want to read me the just
D4
So it's
on
just a
any
D4.
one skill check
Okay.
for the next minute.
We have disadvantage on
Can't
it, right?
it can be used on before or after
Okay.
the check.
Crinkle. Crinkle takes a moment with what little energy she has left, as you guys are now all at the bottom floor, kind of surrounding the tables. She has what strength she has left. Her deft small fingers pry at the screws and it opens up to reveal 4 separate music boxes, identical in make, and the last one sits askew.
Thanks.
You see as the third one, ting, ting, you can see a pin goes tick, to go into the last one, but misses because it's askew. Tick, ting, ting, ting. It starts back up at the top.
Alright.
Well done, Crinkle.
I'm going to assume something's going to happen when we fix this, so be ready. And Crinkle, you can rest now.
Rest now.
Thank you for your help.
Thank you.
Alright, so we'll try to realign the music box, the fourth one.
As you mess with it a little bit, it clicks into place. The second verse plays through. Shall shine. As its eerie melody plays, you see, with the pieces that you have continuing to move, the third verse goes through, and you see the sun falling back and forth into the water. As he's washing clothes for the folk in town, he fell into the river's roars and sank to the bottom to drown. Popping from behind the clothesline is the small, dark, shadowy image of Shemshine. As the third verse plays through, it continues playing through one more time. The words in your head: see a daughter grinding grain, wish the spirits time was through, trap set for the shadow's bane, with her millstone killed it true. Does the shadow have a name? Shime. Now it's you who takes the blame. Shime. And with that final, and it stops, the book closes and all the pieces kind of stick back together. Dark presence casts over the room as millions of firefly lights flicker out one by one. The only light illuminating from 30 feet above you, as the book held by the chains in the ceiling with the stones in it are glowing dimly. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Fuck off.
Whatever.
Oh no!
Thank you for joining us in tonight's session.
We love you, Wizards of the Coast.
We'll see you next time.
We don't love you, Shemshine. Or whoever you are.
Ta-da, we're done.
Oh my god. Very nice, dude.